Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Warhammer 40k 9th edition. And it is epic today because you're playing the Dark Angels for the very first time.
That's right. I'm really happy to be going back to my roots, playing some Chaos today against you. Space Marines 2 days in a row. So it's a fun change of pace for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you know, you might have seen that we put out a video recently talking about how the Blood Angels are just about the strongest faction in 40k. Well, this army's not very far behind. They're actually kind of neck and neck. So this is, you know, we believe one of the strongest armies in 40k right now. It's pretty crazy good.
It's devastating.
Yeah, so we tried to bring something that we thought could hang with it. So I'm bringing my Adeptus Mechanicus today. I'm bringing Mars.
Ooh, yes.
And we've got some heavy hitters on the board. Some of our all-time favorite 9th edition units. So it's sure to be a slugfest with both of us having some really heavy-hitting units. Very elite armies on both sides.
Both very elite, and both having tools to deal with the other one. One of the best tools to deal with Dark Angels are things like mortal wounds, right? And you have the Castellan robots with the Mars strat. You've got the Priest, which we love. So we wanted to really make this an interesting matchup that we both have tools to deal with the other, and both are armies that could potentially be very oppressive against the wrong opponent. Yeah. So this is gonna be really cool.
I'm really excited for it. So why don't we jump ahead and take a look at the army list that we're bringing today. For my Adeptus Mechanicus, I've got a single Mars battalion led by the man, Belisarius Cawl.
Aww.
He's here, and really excited for that. I love him, of course. We've got two other HQs, the Daedalosus, because how could you not, at 55 points. Come on, get out of here. The Tech Priest Manipulus, and he's getting one of my Warlord traits, obviously Divinations of the Magos. It's silly good. This is the one that gives you exploding sixes. Obviously, it gives you 4 other abilities, too, but nobody, you know, when you have exploding sixes, that's the one you take. I've given Belisarius Cawl his Warlord trait as well, which is a 9-inch aura. I feel bad when Belisarius Call's not your not our Warlord. It feels weird. So I don't actually think I need it in this game, but maybe I'll get use out of it. Why not? I've got 2 units of Skitarii Vanguard and 1 of Rangers. They're just some basic OBSEC to fill out the detachment, but they're also some infantry which help you do some key things in the game, like actions. And we actually need that in this game.
We do, yeah.
I have 2 units of Fulgolite Electro Priests. Really excited for them, of course. They are kind of big winners in this army. And I've got them each riding in a Dune Rider, which...
Classic.
Excellent. Absolutely into it. I've got 4 Iron Strider Ballistari with Cognus autocannons. These are just great.
They are so good, especially with Mars. Obviously, with the exception of some of the Deathwing stuff, you can be taking them up to Strength 8.
They go to Strength 8.
+1 to wound.
Yeah.
Like, what? We really, really like these guys. And we didn't see much of them in the previous edition, so it's been fun breaking them out.
Yeah, we have 6 of them here, so... but 6 is too many most of the time.
6 is like, you're all about the chickens at that point.
And they're really unwieldy. Huge bases, they're hard to move around. So, and then last... ranking it at 750 points. It's the cost of a Castellan Knight. Is 6 Castellan robots.
Oh, dang. The monsters.
They both have Castellan in the name. Yeah. So all with triple phosphor. So they're going to be shooting. Everyone knows this is a mean unit. You stack this with the Daedalosus. You stack it with Cawl. And you stack it with Divinations of the Magos. Now we're cooking.
So good.
So they're going to shoot a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. So that's what I got. It's really, if you're thinking about it, it's 2 really good shooting units, the Iron Striders and the Castellan robots. And then it's 2 really solid close combat units in the Fulgolite Electro Priest. And then it's a few little pieces I can move around the board, like the Skitarii and even the transports are just kind of like extra pieces. So it's a good army. It has it does absolutely have weaknesses. But its weaknesses are also sometimes made up for by its oppressive offense. It's like it uses, instead of defense, it just uses more offense.
That's right. Yeah.
Which is the Admech way.
That's, I mean, in a lot of ways, you know, you don't need OBSEC when everyone's dead.
That's right.
You know, that's great.
Anybody holds the point when all of your guys are dead. So that's me. I'm excited for it. Why don't we take a look at what you're bringing today?
That's right. So I'm bringing, in our previous games, we've done Deathwing heavy army, we've done a Ravenwing heavy army, and today we wanted to do a bit of a mix of everything. So I've got those 2 plus some Greenwing.
Get that Tri-Wing.
Yeah, get that Tri-Wing. So let's walk you through it. It is, of course, a battalion. I've managed to fit everything in there because I really want all my CP for all the tasty Space Marine tricks that I have. I'm being led by a Captain on Bike. He has a Storm Shield and Power Sword, so just
nice.
a bit tougher. He's rocking Rites of War, of course. This is objective secured within 6 inches for all core and I believe characters for this one. And of course, that's not good enough. I've also paid for an extra relic to get the Box of Spiritum to extend this range to 9 inches. That'll help his rerolls as well. And he has a Chapter Master, which is not an auto-include, but in a list like this where you have a few big hammers, just like Brian, it really does pay off.
It's great.
I'm a big fan of that. Then, the return of Charlie Slaplin. He's back. A little bit less kitted out for combat today. He's going to be more of a support role.
Right.
He has a Master of Sanctity. He's going to be using the Master Orator Warlord ability from Heroes of the Chapter. And so that's going to give him the +1 to cast, or to litany.
Yeah, recite.
To
+1 to recite.
To recite, that's what it is. And then he gets the reduction on the auto cant spell. He's getting the +2 to charges and advances, litany, as well as the +1 to wound against the closest visible target in shooting.
Which is solid.
So it's a good little buff I can throw around. We'll talk more about that later. Then I've also got, that's actually it for my HQs, just those two.
I'm into it.
I have got characters, but they're in elite slots. In my troops, I've got 2 units of 5 infiltrators. Really loving them against a lot of the tricks that you use to fight against Space Marines, like engaging, scrambling, stuff like that. And then just a 5-man intercessor squad. You know them, you love them. They're my third troops choice.
Yeah.
And then I have a bunch of elites, a bunch of elites. I've got a Deathwing Ancient with the banner, of course.
Yep.
And he's in Terminator armor. He has the Pennant of Remembrance.
So good.
It's amazing. This is a 5+ Feel No Pain in a 6-inch aura around him.
What are they thinking?
What?
It's such a good.
It's so
way
dumb.
too good.
So he's got that. I have a unit of 5 Deathwing Knights with the maces and the 1 flail, of course.
Yep.
And then I have another 5 units, unit of 5 Deathwing Terminators.
Right.
Thunderhammer, Storm Shield.
Solid.
Just amazing. They all have the permanent transhuman.
Yeah. So it's like
Sorry, Bridger.
can't be wounded on 4 up, 3 up, or 2 up or 1 up armor save.
1 up armor.
And then 5 up feel no pain.
It's like what? It's
so crazy. And then the apothecary brings them back when they die.
Exactly. And then, again, this is why things like mortal wounds are so important.
Yeah.
You cut through most of those.
Most
things.
of it, not even all of it. Still, 5 up is no joke.
I can't believe this relic exists.
I
I found this out when I fought you last time, and so I'm excited to be using it today. Then I've got the Ravenwing section where I've got a unit of 8 Ravenwing Knights.
Yeah.
These all have the Corvus Hammers, of course, and they are being followed by the Chief Apothecary, Ravenwing.
He's a Ravenwing Apothecary,
and he, of course, is a selfless healer because it's a very elite army, and I want to be resing and healing and doing all this.
It's a big deal. It's great.
Really, really great. And last of all, in my fast attack slots, 2 attack bikes with just heavy bolters. Just keeping them very cheap, running out. Yeah, I can use the deep strike strat on them. And then these last ones, I've been really wanting to try them for a while. You've played them for a bit, and we have some beautiful models painted by, again, Izzy today. It's 4 Plasma Inceptors.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have Weapons of the Dark Age. Fingers crossed for the Codex to give something back to Dark Angel Plasma.
Yeah.
But I do have things like Chapter Master, +1 to wound against closest visible, so they can definitely be putting out the DACA.
Yeah, they can do real work, no doubt.
And that's me.
It's a great army.
I really
lots
like
of little pieces, it's a very Adrian army.
It is, yeah.
Right?
It is.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Mel back here today producing. This is the last day Bridger is out on his pager duty, so we're really thankful to have Mel. And Mel, what mission are we playing today?
Yeah, hey everyone. We are playing mission 31 from the GT pack Overrun, which is hold 2, hold 3, and has the hammer and anvil setup. Bridger is here with us in spirit and would like to request that Adrian moves his mic up a button.
What? It's quiet? All right.
He just needs to have some say.
Yeah.
Yes, and that Vox Espiritum is Primaris only.
It is Primaris only.
Yeah, that's correct. I'll figure that out in a second.
For some reason, sorry, who were you putting it on?
It was on my Captain on bike.
For some reason, I thought you put it on the Chaplain.
Chaplain. I could put it on Chaplain, but his auras aren't the best. Don't worry.
Most of charges and yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I'll figure that out in a second. Thank you though. Good call. Good
No worries.
Great. So I'll tell you a little bit about the battlefield before we go into secondaries. We've got a handful of ruins here. All the little buildings that look like ruins, we're giving them breachable, obscurable, and set to defend, all that sort of stuff. Defensible. We've got this fountain in the middle. What are we doing with the fountain?
Good question.
It's just a fountain? It's an Imperium statue.
It is an Imperium statue.
So +1 leadership to all Imperium, both of us.
So,
well, you count as chaos for this
That was
game.
ripe. That was ripe, and you didn't take it.
You're right.
But yeah, so it's an Imperium statue, so no cover on that.
And then we've got a few crates on each side. We're going to count them as crates. So I guess you could get cover on an angle,
Yeah.
but otherwise they're just naturally blocking line of sight.
Nice.
Mel, what are the secondaries that we picked today?
Great. Yeah, the secondaries. Adrian is taking Engage on All Fronts, Bring It Down, Raise the Banners.
That's right. So engaging, this is a very fast list. I have things like infiltrators and attack bikes to score it on.
Yeah.
Later on, I'll be hopefully pushing up into at least one table quarter. And banners, this is a good banner mission.
Yeah.
This is I will say that this is a very easy 15 points for both of us potentially. At least a solid like 12 or something. And then of course the last one is
Bring It Down.
Bring It Down. You brought some vehicles. You got some robots. I'm gonna smash some robots.
Yeah, I have everything in my army gives Bring It Down, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
If I play the game, I'll get some points. And the truth is, this map has some really nasty firing lanes, so I'm going to have to deal with them regardless.
Yeah, you can't just hang around.
This is not a game where I can just hide
You're
from
a defensive army. You're not that defensive.
No, so it kind of reinforces what I already have to do.
The Admech is still the best shooting army in 40k.
Yeah,
like
absolutely devastating.
And nobody can just stand there and take it.
No.
Right? Most armies can't take a full single turn.
No, yeah.
Right? Like if you put almost any other army on the board, they can't even take a single turn.
No, absolutely.
It's 2 turns is usually lights out.
Especially with Call too.
With all of it.
Yeah.
I've got the whole kitchen sink here. Okay, what are the secondaries I'm bringing today?
Great. Brian is taking. Just checking that I got that out. Engage on all fronts. Raise the banners, and While We Stand.
Yeah, that's right. So I didn't have great options. As we know, Space Marines don't really give any up unless you try to.
Yeah.
So Raise the Banners, we've got 3 objectives in the deployment zone, as you said. It's perfect. I've got enough infantry to do it. And I could use my characters to do it if I really needed to, which is always nice. And what I've also got is Engage on All Fronts. I really didn't want to do this, but I'm going to try to push up with my priests, and even my little transports could do it, which is great. The last one, which is While We Stand, not my favorite, but what I've done here is I had literally no other better options. So this is going to make it really clear what you need to do. But I have Belisarius Call, and then I have 2 Castellan robots, and they're the 2 with the special heads you can see in the back.
I like it, yeah.
So I've clearly marked them out.
That's cool.
And you really want those robots dead anyways.
Yeah.
But now I can put them into places where you don't want to go.
Exactly.
And it forces your hand.
Yep.
And you have a bit of shooting, but not enough to get even down to the last bit.
No.
And our shooting is an interesting place because if you come out and shoot me, you'll kill like 2, and then I'll wipe all your shooting, and then you have no more shooting forever.
Exactly.
And then it's like, now what? Right?
Yep.
So you definitely are going to have to pick that battle wisely.
That's nasty.
And I'll make it so that if you get those robots, you lose everything. That's the general way you do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, it's great. And you don't have a chief apothecary, but you have the next best thing, which is you have 6 ablative wounds. You have 6 wounds on a robot, and if I don't kill...
And I have healing.
That's the thing. If I don't kill a robot fully, you're just going to blah, 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 heal them back up.
Yeah.
And it's as if I did nothing. So I really need to be killing... I need to be doing increments of 6 wounds or nothing.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And I do have the healing from all 3 of those characters. And even I didn't mention I have the Auto Carduceus, so I heal even better.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And we have the double heal ability in this army, which is great. And then, of course, Daedalosus can heal on top of that in a single turn. So it's a triple heal. So,
nice.
If you don't kill it dead, they come back.
That's right.
All right. Well, are we ready to do this roll-up?
Let's do this thing.
Thankfully, because if you've seen our terrain video, we built this so that our armies could be hidden.
Yep. So everyone's obscured.
It's basically, would you say it's basically true that I probably couldn't shoot much of anything?
Yeah,
if I moved out?
should be essentially nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even this, I think,
there might be an angle over here if I move that way.
Yeah.
Right? But it's not getting into everything.
No.
All right.
Let's do this thing.
Oh, it's a 2.
Oh no!
Ah! It's a 4.
What you thinking?
As I said, I can't shoot turn 1, so I'm just going to check 2 things.
Sure.
And we'll make a decision. So we'll just see. My robots could get a +1 to move.
Yeah, they can go 9.
So we could get a couple. So it's never worth it just to get 1 robot in range.
Right.
So we'll see what 2 robots could see.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just put 1 there, and we'll decide.
Dun, dun, dun.
And this is right there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So 2 of them could see the... I'll put a 3rd right behind, and we'll see with 3. 3 is starting to get into interesting territory.
Right.
3 could shoot something, but is that worth And then we'll see what our charge is like over here. So we would have 9 inches, take us just to right there.
Yep.
And so we would have a 7-inch charge to these guys, which, so my priests could get a charge and try to get their invuln up on this side of the board, which is cool.
Yeah.
And 3 robots could go into some, is that all one big unit?
All one big unit.
1 unit of Deathwing Knights, which, it's something.
It's a tough call.
The alternative, the thing is, the benefit to you going first, there is only one big benefit, and it's deep striking first. I actually would like 2 turns before you deep strike.
Right. For screens.
For screens. So I might do it. I'm going to take first turn.
You're going to take it?
Yes. Right. That's me. So we're doing we're doing Mechanicus.
Dark Angels. He said it. He said it. I think that's 100% the right call because of the things that it takes away from me.
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it.
All right.
Well, let's do this thing.
Let's jump into it.
All right. Do we have any questions?
I am going to take the plus to movement on my my robots.
Oh, you want to do canicles? Ha!
I will do canicles. Should I pick it? Okay, so the robots are already strength 6. They don't need strength over top of you here. And yeah, I'm trying to decide whether it would be worthwhile to pick anything particular. I'm going to have reroll 1s everywhere I want it.
Right.
Reroll 1s in combat could be tasty over here.
Oh, here, let me do my litanies while you're thinking.
Okay.
+1 to wound, closest visible on the Inceptors. Looks good. And then the +2 charge? Sure. Looks good. And that's bubble.
Okay. So yeah, the plus in combat is the only thing that I'm really interested in. But I will roll it because I might want to pick that later.
Yeah.
So I need a 1 or a 2, I think, to get that. I'll double check if that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So that'll give me reroll. This is reroll 1s to shoot, and this is reroll 1s to fight.
Sounds good.
All right.
Like we do need to know what y'all's CP is.
Ooh.
I spent 1, so I'm at 11. So back up to 12 at the start of my turn.
And I'm at 8. I will need to figure out that extra relic, but other than that, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Are we ready for questions?
Let's do it.
Let's question it.
Cool. Thank you, Aretha.
Ariatha?
Ariatha.
This is a limerick, isn't it?
Oh, it is a limerick. Okay, I'm ready.
See, I know.
You want to read it? You ready?
No, you got this.
You got
Hoping the Admech get Winnie. Their chances are really quite skinny. Dark Angels are OP with transhuman for free. Hashtag Kyle paint your minis.
That was so good.
That was so good, dude.
That was excellent.
That was one of the best ones.
You're killing it. I'm so impressed.
Thank you, Ariatha.
Thank you, indeed.
Thank you, Super Reedy. Hey, everyone. Intrigued to see how this turns out. Why should you never date a Dark Angel?
Because they're chaos.
They don't like it when you've fallen for them.
That one's really good, too. Wow, everyone's on top form today.
Keep on.
Right? I love this. Thank you, Paul Vandekamp. The style of the merch is awesome. I just wish there's a non-crying Craftworld Eldar. We get enough crying from the new codexes dropping. Love the reps.
I feel you. Well, don't worry. We will always be adding to the emotes and looking to add more of kind of every faction. So I feel you. I feel you. I personally identify very closely with the Farseer, the crying
Farseer.
Yeah, that's me every psychic phase.
At the moment, most Eldar players are crying because the faction is not very strong.
Yeah.
So I'm raising the banners in all 3 of these places, but I'm going to raise it here with this Vanguard squad, and I'll figure out what to do with this transform.
Sounds good.
Great. Thank you, Charlie McDonald. It was my birthday yesterday, so plus 1 CP to everyone.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlie. Looking to introduce my girlfriend to the hobby. What's the best way? One of the starter boxes or Kill Team?
Ooh, good question. So Kill Team is good, but it's a very different game, right?
Indeed it is.
So I think if you are already knowing that you want to play full scale 40K, well, here's my thing. If she plays games already, or if you know that she'll enjoy it for sure, you could dive into start collecting and do some small scale games. If you're not sure, and if they're not sure, Kill Team is not a bad way to just try out miniature gaming in general, right? So that would be my advice, personally, because the first thing is you want to try, you want to see if they actually do just enjoy that the whole experience. Sorry, I'm not being very descriptive.
No
here.
worries. And so your mic is rough again. Everyone disagrees with Bridger and has decided you should move it down. Okay. But yeah, I think I have good answers to this question. So I think what Adrian said is right. Is like finding what aspects of the game they like.
Jeez, autocannons.
Right. For me, it was painting, and then getting into like unit by unit. So it was much easier for me to figure out like one unit at a time, rather than other like a whole army.
Yeah.
And so learning how to like with my Edeneth, I learned just how to play with my eels first, and then I learned other things, and so that for me was the easiest way to get into it. But it was always about the miniatures themselves, regardless of what it was.
Yeah, that's a great point. In fact, you mentioned that you have your Harlequins and stuff, which you enjoyed painting, but playing at the time, you started in 7th edition, where it was like, oh yeah, what you really want is like get some Eldar, get some Craft World, get some Harlequins, mix them up. It was super complicated, way too much at once. And so, going to the Sigmar in this case, and at least an army with like less required units, kind of helped with that.
It's a big help.
All right, so I moved my mic again, guys. We'll see.
Hopefully that helps.
I don't know what's going on.
Adrian's just too quiet.
I'll try to be loud like you, Brian.
You'll project.
Hello!
So there's an interesting trick that these guys have, which is why we like them.
Yeah.
They can advance and shoot. And so we're drawing a bead down onto these plasma dudes, which are actually a big problem for me. Jeez. So coming in at them is really tasty. This is kind of like the Harlequins. It's one of those things where, cool, your army's hidden, but if they're fast enough, you get it.
It's so hard to hide. And this is on a pretty wide deployment, but even with that, it's difficult to hide, when you move that fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I rolled a tasty advance.
Oh, that helps too.
So that's always good. So I did raise the banners on all 3 places, and I was careful to keep all of my troops into cover on all 3 of them, and actually as obscured as they still could be whilst being on the point. One little trick that people often forget is the model that is, I only have 1 model on each point, and it's always my sergeant. Because it's the model I'm going to pull last, right? And there's a little thing, like sometimes when you're going fast, you actually forget to do that.
That's right.
But it's an important tactic, right?
It is.
Keep that sergeant as the last one you want to pull, and keep him in the right spot.
Exactly. Even if it's just for the leadership, right? Because if you have to pull him, first, and you have 1 guy left, and you lose him by 1 leadership.
That's right.
That's all that matters, right?
It's a big deal.
Cool.
Okay, so we're gonna drop that. It's the end of the movement phase there. So we did move the priests up. We're basically trying to put the pressure on so aggressively that you just have to, you're backed into a corner.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
It's brutal.
Backed into this corner.
Yeah.
This is the corner I'm backing into. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the shooting phase, and I don't think anything special here. So I'm not gonna binaric override this turn, guys.
Right.
My robots don't necessarily want to be right there all game, and I need to keep them alive more than I need to kill you.
Yeah.
And so keeping my shields up is really crucial, at least for 1 more turn.
Yeah.
Now, if I had a line of sight at all your crucial targets and all 6 robots could fire,
go for it.
I would seriously consider it. It's not a guaranteed thing, though. So as it stands now, we've got 3 robots that could see. The other 3 probably can't see anything, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone else is nicely hidden. So we've got 3 that could see, which, listen, we'll kill a couple bikes.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna. It's not gonna be the end of the world. So it's actually those guys that are far scarier at this point.
Seriously.
So let's do that. Let's fire with the robots first.
Yep.
We're gonna go into the knights.
Yep.
Because they're one of your killier units.
Yeah.
And just 3 robots.
Let's do this. So this is gonna be 27 shots.
It's a few.
Pretty
because they're 9
Just
each.
a small amount.
Just small. And that is half the squad, basically. No,
That's
literally.
That's half the squad, half shooting.
Exactly.
So it's a quarter of the squad?
So crazy.
Yeah, it's really good. Robots are solid. And they're high strength, right? Which they could go up to strength 7 in this army.
Yeah.
And they ignore cover, which all of that's really, really solid.
Good.
So 3, 6, 9, 3.
I assume you're not going to be popping Wrath of Mars right
9, 6, 9. So Wrath of Mars is 2 CP, right?
Yeah.
My CP are, I don't regen CP in this army, and I actually have really good strats as Admech. This is a handful of shots, but Wrath of Mars. So with this number of shots, the odds are in my favor of getting basically like 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
4 mortal, maybe 3.
Yeah.
And that's if I get odds. I don't think it's quite time. Plus, it's not like I'm going to kill this unit dead. I'm not going to take them out of the game. Right. This is still a unit that could come at me next turn.
Yeah.
So...
There's a quick clarifying question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Adrian couldn't have done his litanies yet. It's in his command phase now. And what is he doing with his captain's relic?
I'm literally looking up the captain's relic. Yeah, that's right. The litanies are command.
They're not started. They're not started.
Yeah. I honestly might just go with Burning Blade because that's what Brian did last time we had him. And that's
a
cool.
very Dark Angels thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just double checking if there's any Dark Angel specific one they want to do, but I kind of took the coolest ones already.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so screw it. We're gonna do Burning Blade.
All right. So no pluses to hit here, so I'm just hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
Remember, every 6 is an additional hit. 40K is in a funny place.
I know.
Everyone has broken stuff now, except Crying Crackle.
That's right. All right, so this is gonna be on.
Look, there's only 2 6s.
Wow.
So far, we reroll all the misses.
But your hitting was excellent too.
The hitting, so
you don't 4s rerolling.
You don't need the 6s. If I just got all the hits, which I basically did.
Yeah. So can we 2 more?
So there's 2 6s. We'll throw 2 more in at the end.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Wow.
So look, okay, so I missed with 3, but then I put 3 and there was 2. So I gained 1.
Oh yeah.
So I gained 1. So I had 100% and then 1 extra hit.
That's amazing.
This is where Admech is at. And again, this is a quarter of the unit.
It's craziness.
Yeah.
Craziness.
All right. No rerolls to win though.
No.
So, but it is 3s to win.
Yeah. No transhuman here.
No transhuman here. And they didn't get their invuln or anything yet. So.
Well, they get a 5-up. It's not until my movement phase that it would turn off.
They get the invuln only when they move.
No, it's specifically, they have a 5-up, and then in my movement phase, if I don't move, they lose it.
Oh, really?
I just checked it. Yeah,
so you start the game with it?
Yeah.
Wow, I actually totally didn't know that. Yeah. Look, I can wound too.
Oh, what? What? All right. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be devastating. Okay, so this is 5-ups, which actually the invuln didn't matter. Yeah.
Well, 4-up would have if you advanced, but yeah.
Correct. 5s. Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble.
You got about odds, which is not enough.
So this is 1 bike. Actually, sorry, I'm pulling out the successes.
Pulling out the successes.
1, 2. Well, I got to do Feel the Pains, I guess. So here, it's individuals, so I can just roll them all at a time.
Yeah.
At a time. And 6s. Terrible.
No, that was odds.
Let's say 1 bike. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit.
4 and a bit out of a 6-man?
Out of 8.
An 8. Okay. So it's blunted the unit for sure. Now he's gonna want to probably pull me shooting from the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because that's all. It's not all my shooting from this side. I still do have the boat over here with the stubbers, which are pretty good. So that's something to watch out for.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Admech. Okay, so we'll do the boat next. It's got its 12 shots, and we'll just we'll keep chipping that unit.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's the way to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I couldn't get this within range for the exploding 6s, but I got it within call range.
Right,
so
he's got the 9-inch.
He's got the 9-inch, which is already coming into play.
3's re-rolling.
All right.
Good.
Missed with 1. It would have been 100 plus 1 again. So.
And then 5s now. Because they're just heavy stubbers.
Strength 4. Yeah.
Heavy's a relative term.
It's relative. So 3 wounds.
Okay.
And it's AP 0.
Yeah. Kill bike. This is 3-ups. Let's see it. 3s. No. And then a 6-up. Feel the pain. You felt it. Down 1.
So 1 wound left on a bike there, which is as good as a full wound bike because you apothecary.
Exactly.
All right. Let's go with these boys here. And so we've got them all at your plasma boys.
Yeah.
And they are really, really, really scary. Do you want to you help me out? You tell me how many, if any, can see your what's it called?
The bikes.
The bikes, yeah.
Just the front one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll put the front one at the bikes and the rest at the plasma, I think.
Okay.
Because I think these are what, 4 shots per guy, right? So I'd be putting 4, 4, and 4. So 12 shots, and you've got 3 wounds on these Inceptors? Or are they 3?
They're 3.
They're 3 wounds on the Inceptors. So 12 shots isn't enough to get them. I mean, like, it's good, but it's not enough.
Right.
And they're the threats. Well, they're all threats, but they're the threat I don't like. So I'm just going to put everything into the plasma.
Okay.
Because if I've got a beat on them, let's take it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to spend 1 CP, Mel, on Protector Doctrina, so this is +2 to hit.
It's amazing.
And it negates my -2 to hit.
Sounds good. So you're hitting on 3s?
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
No, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
I will transhuman for 1 CP. So wounding on 4s now. Let's do it.
It's crazy that you actually have to pay for it.
I know, craziness. Oh
All right.
My gosh, Brian, what's wrong with you?
Admeching. All right, force to him.
Sounds good. Oh, what?
It was a horrible roll. Look at that.
Wow.
Ouch.
You needed it.
I did need that very badly. So these are just -1 because they're autocannons, so 4 ups. They're all good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So that was not unexpected.
That was unexpected for sure. Jeez.
So, all right.
Yeah.
All right. We've got a super cool Wicked Charge here.
Oh, dang. Sounds good. I will not overwatch you.
So generous.
Well, no. Because they're like fragile-ish right now, but no.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got a 7-inch charge, and we really, really want to make it.
7s.
There it is. All right.
Yep. That's a big deal.
So we're just going to come up and fight ya.
I like it.
All right. Well, Pilot, you want to take a question while we're doing it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good. We were talking about Munchkin in chat.
Oh,
Everyone's
nice.
very excited.
We can't wait.
Thank you,
That's gonna be great.
Dungeon Master. Since you ran Morty's old rules on Thursday, I took another look at his new ones. Conspicuous, I was making up words, by its absence from Morty's sheet and the recent DG previews was Death to the False Emperor. Do you think it will be gone from all CSM? What might replace it?
No.
Whoa. Yeah, there's some changes. It's clearly not on his sheet.
Yeah.
What that means for the army, we're going to have to see.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because, again, right now, all of those like faction-specific bonuses they don't do anything a lot of the time. And then when they do come into effect, they're so game-changing that they're kind of a problem. So we'll see. Very good observation there.
Great.
Indeed. Okay, so...
Oh, you want to do your charge mortals first?
Yeah, I'll do my charge mortals. So there's just 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On 6s.
Oh, wow.
Take 3.
Sounds good. So I'll pull this guy. And another one will take a wound.
Alrighty. Okay. And then we're piling in.
Sounds good.
Pow, 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 pow. Pow, pow, pow.
Scary stuff.
Yeah, this is, as we know, very, very strong unit. You cannot, in our opinion, you cannot play 9th edition without a combat unit, basically.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's all about that. I mean, shooting is very powerful, but you need combat stuff to be able to get in there and threaten points.
Combat's where it's at, for sure. Okay, so we came in. It's time to fight. We do want to kill this squad if we can. And really, we kill them with mortals is the way we do it. Okay, so just 20 attacks.
20
2,
attacks.
4, 6, 8.
I'm not going to transhuman because I think you'll kill him either way.
12,
mostly from the mortals.
15,
so we're
18,
take it.
20. All right, drop the dice. So this is hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Sounds good.
All right.
And reeling 1s is from mechanical.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Brian. What? I hope you wound like you did over here.
That was really, really bad.
That was really bad.
Right?
That could save them here. If that happened twice in a row. That would be crazy, though.
If that happened twice in a row, that would be really sad, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad, but you'll be fine.
So one of them turns into mortal wounds.
Correct. So this is going to be... Yeah, so I'm going to put this on the side. These are minus... What are they again?
Ooh. Ugh, it's not written here.
Yeah,
what am I thinking?
I'm going to roll it.
It's AP 1 or 2. Doesn't matter.
What?
I think you failed them all.
It's at least 1, so this, regardless, even if you did 1 damage. One guy,
I don't know why I'm
guy,
blanking out. We play too many armies.
3 guy. Yeah. Here, throw me a mortal wound. It almost doesn't matter. Or a D3. This is D3, guys. Come on, Brian.
You're trying to make it easy.
I am. 2, 3,
You're they, Fogalite.
No, that's good. You're good. They're dead.
Yeah? Okay.
Even if you roll 1 damage.
It is -2.
Okay, -2.
Okay, so they go up to their 3-up invuln.
Nice. The rest of the game.
So I'm going to take my pile-in towards you. And I put myself here just so I'd be within range of this objective.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend 2 CP, Mel, to give them a 2-up invuln.
Very nice. Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, 2 things went well.
Yeah.
1 thing went just unbelievably disastrous, and I'll take it.
Sounds good to me.
That's odds.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I owe you leadership here on the Ravenwing Bikers.
Yeah.
I did lose 4, so let's see. They're good.
They're good.
7.
Space Marines.
Yeah, Space Marines. Do you have any secondaries to score up into your turn?
I did get an engage. I couldn't quite get them all the way up on that side, so no, I got 2 points for engage. And hey, my robots aren't dead yet.
Yeah.
So I was hoping. Here's the thing: someone might have projected, yeah, I'll kill 2, 3, even 4 of them, but that would be a good reason to double shoot over here because I'll be safe. Yeah. But the risk is so high, right? And see, now that these guys are alive, you could give them. You could go hot into the robots and end up doing a lot of damage. So the fact that I've still got my shield up is really important to me. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I totally agree. Okay, let's take it away. So I'm going to get another command point. Bottom of 1, Dark Angels. Let's do this. So Litany is what I said. The Chapter Master onto the Inceptors. Let's do this thing. So yeah, you're doing the +1 to wound against the nearest. Yep, nearest visible. That's great. Yeah, doubly so now that I know what's happening. That's actually his second litany is the +2 to charges. Oh, okay, and you've done them both. Yeah. I rolled for them earlier, but it's fine. It's actually better now that you can do your command phase for most of them because you can see situationally what happened. Absolutely, right? It's great, and it's easier to remember. It is easy to remember. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving. If you want to take another question, guys, let's do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris Freeland. Good day, everyone. Big fan of the show from Scotland. Have you had a particularly memorable tactic or strategy you've employed in 40K that you loved?
Like a one-time thing?
I have a couple tactics that I used to always used to love. Yeah. And one of them was with Tau, and I would use these large drone squads, like these 12-man drone squads, and I would do this thing where I'd string the drone squad all the way up the board to my opponent's deployment zone. But then I would string it all the way back so at least one drone was in 6-inch range of my entire army. And so I was up on their objective, and if they even wanted to basically move anywhere, they had to charge this drone unit. But then my whole army from like 30 inches away gets to Overwatch. That was so mean, and I was so good at that tactic. I'd say the other one, and it's not really a tactic, it's just like a known thing, is the teleport Vexilla Homer thing for Custodes. It's like I've played so many games that based around that one trick, that one strat, and had a lot of fun with it. A lot of great games based on it. Absolutely. You can see this is the side I came around here where I was like, haha, look, I'm so good. I'm such a trickster. I'm going to shoot into your army. And then they just did nothing. Such a trickster. They did nothing. Look at my trick. I advance and shoot with Cognis. Nobody else does that. Right. It's like, well, you don't do it either. We can take another one.
Awesome. Thank you, Erwin Buckle. Love seeing the First Legion in the channel. I hope we get to see a studio collection someday. I have 4 armies and keep coming back to my DA because of the varied paint schemes and look.
Yeah, they're awesome. We love them a lot. When the book comes out, we'll definitely be revisiting the possibility of getting a studio army.
Yeah, this is on loan to us. Yeah. From a local that we play in tournaments with a lot, and yeah, we're really glad to have it to show off these rules because it's a very strong army. But as their army is getting stronger and stronger, it's like kind of tasty to start collecting this one.
I know, right?
Not to mention the units that are good, things like the Terminators, are the units you'd want to collect anyways.
Yeah, so stylish.
I'm really into that.
For sure. So I'm going to be moving over here onto this point, raising the banner, and I was about to poke one out, and then I realized I actually want to stay farther away from these priests.
Yeah, you don't want me to come and make the charge. Yeah,
exactly.
One of the big things about losing that infantry squad is you lose a banner.
It sucks a lot, actually. And that was one of the main reasons. I wanted to go first for a number of reasons. Yeah. None of them had anything to do with actually killing you.
Totally.
It was just raising banners, positioning, stopping deep strike, all that stuff. So really good call on your part, I believe. So I'm going to heal and it's technically end of movement. So, but yeah. What I'm trying to decide, I did double check the Inceptors we were talking earlier. They only move 10. They're 10. Thick boys.
Yeah, they're chonky boys.
Yeah. So they're not as fast as I'd like them to be able to really start this swirl over here, go in this direction. You do have more priests in here, which is super scary.
Yeah. Striking. It's striking. I wanted them in striking distance of your other objective. Yeah. So if you tried to put something on it, I could answer that.
Exactly. And then the charges are pretty far. Well, not terrible. So I'm 24 away. They move 16. right? So it's an 8, so that's actually only a 6-inch charge. Never mind.
It's a 6-inch charge, yeah.
Ton of Overwatch. No rerolls.
It's vicious Overwatch, yeah.
And you're not planted yet.
So I don't have a Dominus, so I don't have the rerolls.
Yeah.
But I do still have the Exploding Sixes, I think, or is that it?
I don't know. We have to check that.
We'll have to look that up.
But yeah, so I need to think about that. They obviously can be quite durable. Not as durable as I'd like, though.
Yeah, lots of choices. Let's take another question.
Great. Thank you, Ethereal's Gaming Lounge. Hi, Titans. Christmas is coming soon. Hope you have a good one. Struggling with Tau versus Necron warrior vehicles. Scarabs Clan, what gear for the Cold Star Crisis and Riptides?
Yeah, so if you're playing Necrons a lot, you need mass fire. So you need to avoid trying for things like the ions and whatnot, which are going for high effectiveness. You could consider going into, I know it sounds crazy, you could consider taking things like burst cannons on even Crisis. And I don't know if I love it on Commanders. Another thing you could take, and this is probably your best pick if you're going against big squads, is the Fragmentation Projector, because that's a blast weapon. And so you could have, on a Commander, 4 blast weapons that would get 6 shots each.
Right.
So now we're talking, right? We're talking
awesome.
24 shots with a Commander, hitting on 2s.
Right.
And it ignores line of sight. And so you can, keep yourself out of trouble and really put some hurt in. So it's a weapon that almost no Tau player has on mass. But, we have them all in the bits box. We've just never painted them up. But actually, you should consider it. Actually, it's one of the better choices. Now, on the Riptide, just go with the Burst Cannon.
Yeah.
It's your best bet. The problem is that a lot of your efficiency is wasted. You could kill Scarabs, though, with the Riptide. You're just not going to kill Warriors with the Riptide.
This is tough, Brian. I'm not even sure.
I put you in a tough spot.
You put me in a really tough spot.
I sure did.
Because
Now, as it's like, if the Terminators were all here, in position, you could overwhelm me, but this turn you can't overwhelm me.
Yeah, this turn I don't have many tools.
That's right.
That's the thing.
So am I hearing, it's sounding like you're considering trying to turtle up and wait for more reinforcements?
I mean, that sounds terrible, but...
Because I'm going to be able to move fast enough up to get angles on you again.
Yes.
Not behind that building. That building you're really safe behind, I think.
Yeah, if I truly just hid, though, because then I'm not like...
But then you're really giving up.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So I can get this angle into here.
You can.
And then I'm pretty darn safe from the robots if I was to hide in this angle. But then there's these priest boys that are
dig you out.
Really threatening right here. So that is my problem.
Yeah. All right, let's take another question. Lots to think about.
Thank you, Fluff, Crunch, and Minnie.
What up?
7 minutes to go time. That's where we're at on chats right now.
Okay.
Hope you're having a great festive season, Titans. Stay safe and well, and hopefully 40K productive this Christmas.
Thank you.
I hope so. Yeah. Happy Sanguinalia to all of you.
Happy Sanguinalia.
We wanted to put, we were going to put Blood Angels today in spirit of Sanguinalia, but we took another kind of angel instead.
That's right.
Because we'd played the Blood Angels quite a bit recently.
Yeah.
We were actually going to do Blood Angels versus Dark Angels, weren't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Which is a really interesting matchup. But we'll do it again another time. It's really great. I'm hoping to finish my Grey Knights. I've been taking a break on Grey Knights because we've had so many different projects on the go that I haven't had time for painting. And there's so many new video games out that I'm playing. And actually, over Christmas, traditionally, Christmas holidays when I finish some of those 100-hour games that I've had stacked up waiting all year. And so I'm trying to balance my once per year video game binge with my painting binge that I also want to do.
I think we have a painting binge set up for the holidays, right, Adrian?
Sure. Absolutely.
We were painting last night, but Adrian has a full log of commissions to get through.
So much.
What's the commission you're onto right now? It's the Sisters Army?
Right now I'm working on the Sisters, which is a lot of fun. And in fact, we will see some of them on the table because I'm doing 3 Immolators, 3 Exorcists, so it'll be a cool opportunity for us to have some tanks.
Oh, nice.
I just checked with the client.
That's great.
And he's obviously loves the channel, so that'd be super cool.
That's great.
So I'm working on that, and I'm working on some Drukhari, too. I did all the infantry, which I've been talking about, and now I have all the vehicles.
The vehicles are the fun part.
Yeah, exactly. They're fun, and they're actually easier.
Nice.
There's a lot of surface area, but they're easier than all the little details.
That's great.
Brian, what am I going to do?
Well, I'm going to do another question while you agonize.
Okay.
Thank you, XP is overrated. After checking, it seems Mel has a better win-loss ratio with Custodes than Bridger. Will she be taking over his spot? And when do we get a Mel emote? I believe there is a Mel emote now.
There's not cartoon ones, but there's snipped ones.
Yeah. I was on screen for about 5 seconds, and it's there now.
It's so good.
It's great. So Mel, what's your thoughts on the Custodies? How are you gonna pilot them to victory?
I'm not gonna rush them in.
Okay.
That is.
She nailed it.
Wow.
I nailed it. I am not.
Did you hear that, Bridger?
He's just shaking his head. He's like, no.
The problem is, I also have a similar play style to Bridger in like all my games. I play
push it all up.
Yeah, I play tanks in most of my roles, and
you're like, either I'm gonna smash you, or I'm gonna get to finish this game really quick.
Yeah, I'm like, either way.
Either way, it's a win-win.
Exactly.
But all I know is with Custodies, I need to not do that.
All right, I finally made my decisions, guys.
So you advanced up with the attack bike.
I just advanced him up. He's not going to be in that table quarter, but he's just kind of around the corner, just being a tool I have for later on.
I like what you did here. This is cute.
Yeah, we're circling the wagons, but it's our own wagons.
So you've got your Plasma Inceptors here who are trying to pop some shots, and I'll show everyone here. So they've got an 18-inch range.
Yeah, so it should be just the... Oh, no.
So they're all out of range. Do you want to move them again?
What? All right,
there's a mat there that's going to kill.
I've tripped twice on it now.
I'm just waiting for you to trip and then take down the table.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Does that mean another question?
Yeah, let's do another question.
Awesome.
Circle the wagons more.
I'm so scared.
Thank you, Couch Potato Gaming. Hi, Titans. Decided to brush off my Imperial Guard to get back into 40k.
Nice.
Should I finish converting them into squats?
Oh.
What list should I practice with?
Listen, if you're building a Squats army, if you're already a long way through it, you got to keep doing it. Squats armies, I've seen only probably one of them in person, and somebody did a guard army converted, and it's a lot of fun. It's really great. So definitely do that. Now, as far as what is it like a definitive guard army, I think they look pretty typical. You've got like minimum 6 infantry squads. You're going to want to have maybe a few transports, few tank commanders, few artillery. We really like the like a single Wyvern is pretty good. Also, Manticore is really good with full payload. You can choose what to put on your, like the Demolishers and the Battle Cannons and the Punishers are all interesting on the tank commanders. So that's all super playable. So yeah, also 6 Bulgrin is kind of a must. Yeah. Because you need, as we said, you need combat potential. You could even go into more Bulgrin if you wanted to. So those are all really interesting things.
I fixed it.
You got the 18 now?
So we're here. I'm going to be advancing the Ravenwing Bikers so they get their 4+ involved.
Yeah. So you've got 18 from this back guy.
Yeah. They just need to reach into this guy.
Chat would like to remind you...
You need to be able to reach the guy you see now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Chat would like to remind you that you have extra range turn 1.
Oh gosh.
And that's true. So extra range turn 1, which is how much range with assault weapons? It's 6 inches with heavy, right?
It's 6 and 3. I forget how it actually breaks down.
Okay.
Because I honestly didn't think it was gonna matter. It's +6. Oh no, sorry, that's a different thing. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, heavy and rapid fire +6. So that's exactly what I need. Oh, assault is 3. That's fine.
Okay, so 21. You're fine now.
Well,
because this guy now has range.
No, because 21 gets all the way back here, which is way better.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I want to be behind. I'm trying to stay behind this building, so you can't just plant.
Yeah, 21 gives you a full inch and a half backwards.
Yeah. So sorry guys for all the faffing. All right, there we go. Back there, because then I can stay obscured and make it so that you can't completely just plant and just destroy me. Jeez. All right, cool. We're there. We've raised a banner. Let's do this thing.
I'd love to see it.
It's so rough. All right.
What do you got for me?
Let's do some shooting, shall we?
I hope your shooting is the same as mine.
Yes.
Which is mixed.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not trying to interpret that. So we are going to just go ahead with the Inceptors right away into the Ballistari. I'm going to overcharge them. We'll see what happens.
This is going to be good.
I think so.
And so you gave them Chapter Master rerolls?
Yeah, the Chapter Master rerolls, they have +1 to wound because it's the closest visible target. Which is
visible.
Which is another reason I didn't want to be here. Yeah.
Right. So, because this one does see the tank.
So, I can just, I have range to be able to.
Do you?
Yeah, of course. We've got 21.
21 is there.
Yeah. Okay. So they're all within.
So what he's doing is he's intentionally obscuring himself from my tank so that he can't see it anymore.
Yeah.
Which gives him the +1 to win over here.
Yeah. Totally. Great. So number of shots, we have to do them one at a time because they overheat. So
they're all in the same rough position, so it doesn't matter which one dies if one dies.
Yeah, but we still have to be able to allocate. Yeah, exactly. So 3 shots from the first one. So he's hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Boom, boom.
Okay.
Cool. So they all hit. And then next one is 2d3. So 5 shots.
get you some more dice over.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, sir. On 3s, re-rolling. Okay, good.
As long as you don't die, it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's 2 of them. Next one. Ooh, that was stylish. 6 shots.
Ooh, you can see why people love these guys.
They're so good, right? 3s with a re-roll.
Ooh.
Oh, there goes one.
One goes down.
Got that. And then last one. 2d3. Oh, 6 again. Here's on 3s, re-rolling. Oh, thanks.
Lots of chances for a 1 here.
Right.
There it is.
You got him.
Okay, so 2 go down. Nice. It's more than I got on you.
I know, right? Seriously. All right, so now we are strength 8, so normally on 3s, now on 2s. Looks good. Quite devastating.
Okay.
So you're invuln?
I only get a 6-up invuln save against this. So, you know, there was little things I could have done, little tricks to put myself into. Shroud Tom, it still would have been a 6-up save because these guys only have a 4-up base.
Right.
6s! All right, 1. So not great. And this is 2, 4, 6, 1 dead. 2, 4, 6, 2 dead. 2, 4, 6, 3 dead. So wow. 1's live on 2 wounds.
Brutal. Awesome.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And what else do you have that can shoot?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll leave this one.
You know, I talked smack about that super doctrine before the game.
And then it panned out.
It was really, really important. Oh.
Okay, so I lost 3.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm digging it. Okay.
These guys are worth about 65 points apiece.
Okay.
So they're worth something. They're not too crazy.
No, you're fine. That is me. So I'm going to be engaging on 3 fronts, and yeah.
So that's 2 points for engaging all fronts.
For sure. Yeah. So close. So yeah, on 3 fronts, and then I think that's it, right? I raised banners, but you know, we'll see.
You raised a banner here.
Yep, and here.
And one over there.
Yep.
It's great.
Awesome.
All right, starting my turn.
Over to you.
I'm gonna get 15 primary, which is rare in a mission like this, but it's always good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I do have morale. I did lose 3.
Yeah, that's right.
But with the data tether, I'm not sure it's too easy to fail now. That's why.
You're good.
All right. So we're gonna choose. The question is here: do we just stay and put a banner?
Right.
Or do we attempt for a charge? You know, we could do both. We could put a banner and but when you attempt to charge, you on instantly lose. So I'll think it through.
Yeah, no worries. Do you have any questions, Mel?
The chat is talking a lot about explosions.
Oh yeah, sure. 3 of them did die.
Oh yeah. Come on, 2 6s.
They do explode on 6s. So the order of operations are weird though, because it would have carried over to the next one. So we'll see if the first one explodes, wounding the second one.
Okay.
We'll see if the second one explodes, wounding the third one. Okay, it does, which is irrelevant because it's multiples of 2 in your damage. And it takes 1 damage.
Okay.
And we'll see if the third one explodes, wounding this last 4th one.
Okay.
So it does not.
Great.
Yeah?
Ça va?
He's thinking about it.
Is it?
You broke.
Yeah, they explode 1 at a time because they die 1 at a time.
But you allocate wounds at the end.
At the end of what? Each one is resolved individually.
Okay, sure. So basically it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because they were really spaced out. It's a 2-inch explosion.
Well, they were all exploding on all of them, but it's fine. Okay.
Great. Questions?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Bobson.
Bobson!
1 CP for Mel. What do you think of Adrian's orky Harry Potter version? Oh, no. The orc Harry Potter saga of my life. You say the line so people know what you're talking about.
You're a weird boy, Harry. I was a what? A weird boy. A crump good one, I think. Such a good meme that has inspired my life's work, which is to remaster and dub all of the Harry Potter movies with orc voiceovers.
Fantastic.
I do get to trick you every year into watching all the Harry Potters with your brother because I'm like, yeah, you guys need to watch it so you can write it. And then they never do. And I just get to watch all the Harry Potters.
It's a lot of talk and it's just all hot air.
Thank you, Bobson. Edward Burke. I finally assembled and I'm painting my Golden Boys. 9 guards, 6 Alarius, 3 bikes, shield cap with axe, Trajan, and an Achilles Dread. What should I add to it? More Alaris, more bikes, some Forge World? More
Alaris. I really like the Alaris. I think more of them is the way to go, personally.
Alaris are fantastic.
Yeah. You could also add a Telemon.
Yeah, they're really great too.
So those would be my personal 2 picks. Looks like the priest dudes are coming on out to play.
Because the thing is, even if we can't kill those plasma inceptors, we could tag them. And they don't fall back and shoot.
Or do they?
They do not.
They're not Deathwatch.
That's true. Does Deathwatch fall back and shoot?
The Inceptor unlocks that.
Oh, Deathwatch. Sorry. I thought you were talking about Deathwing. Sorry.
Deathwing.
Like, Deathwing.
Oh, yeah. They jink and they fall back and shoot.
Yeah, which is perfect. Okay, gonna keep moving. Let's keep it moving.
Sounds good. Camera's a little shaky.
Yeah, it's a teeny bit shaky.
Another question?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you, Grotworks. Alarms blare from the Space Hulk, each ship blaring its own klaxon. The Space Hulk shakes and shifts the bonds, creaking as they slowly break. Do you seek to find out why, or do you do something else?
I go back to sleep.
I do not want to find out because my whole thesis in this grot adventure has been to survive.
Yeah, the curiosity killed the grot, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. And Bridger's just in the Imaginarium. I'm sure he's probably typed out his answer already.
He's the one who caused it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm for sure he caused it. He created a button that we weren't supposed to press, and then he told us not to press it, and then we all pressed it.
He imagined a big red button, and then another grot sat on it. It's a problem.
Great. Thank you, Vivian Bohr. Great to see some proper stand-up Loyalist Marines on display. Any experiences with drop pod combi weapon stern guard for Salamander/Ultramarines?
That'd be cool, especially the Salamanders. But yeah, Ultramarines would be good too. No, we haven't actually. We could do it with the Salamanders. I used the Flamer ones very early on in 9th edition. I think it was the first game against the Necrons and the new Necrons. But that'd be a cool thing to try, actually. I think it's good. Usually, I prefer to use devs in a drop pod, but I think that'd be cool too.
Delos is 24-inch range.
Yep.
24. Oh, and there's dudes in the building, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Dustin Leslie. Want to say thanks to the community for the support. Also, Brian, you said you were thinking of doing a Black Templar army. Were you teasing?
No, it's an army I'd like to own at some point. I own a lot of Marines, and so we're going to take a break from new Marines for a bit to build up some Chaos and more Xenos. But I will get back to it, and I will own it eventually, for sure. Black Templars are...
they're so cool.
Yeah.
He doesn't love Marines in robes.
Yeah, I love Marines in robes, you know me. So I just have one more model to move, which is... back over. Oh, and you've got a cheeky little bike right here.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, what's your mechanicals?
I didn't spot him.
So bad.
I don't care about them again.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll continue to roll for them. So next turn, you're going to try to come at me fast and furious. So I definitely have to think, what do I need there? It's not that, like, right now, your shooting is going to be diminished. So what you're going to have is combat. So reroll 1s to hit in combat is still going to be good. I'm coming up here to fight you again.
Yeah.
And almost everyone else is in reroll range to shoot, except for that guy over there, which it's just one dude, so who cares? So I'll probably just take the rerolls in combat, because I don't need the strength. Ooh, the strength is good too. +1 strength. Because the priests are only strength 5, and if they're coming in to fight, if they come in to fight some bikes, right?
Right.
Sure. That could be interesting as well. Give me a second.
No worries.
Let me just decide.
You want to take a question, Mel?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Badgermead. Hey, TTT. Hey. I believe the sword to be located on the right of shot close to the Admech, hidden out of sight behind the building. Sneaky. Have a great Christmas and New Year. Emperor's blessings upon you all.
Oh, thanks so much, Badgermead. Badgermead, always appreciate your support. Congrats on finding the sword.
You found it? All right, so I'm just going to roll and see what... I'm going to let the universe decide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 3 is reroll 1s in combat, and 6 I'm going to take down to 5 for +1 strength. So I got the 2 I wanted.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good.
That's call for you.
Yeah.
Right. Letting you manipulate.
Seriously.
All right, so I'm going to keep going. So I didn't spot that bike.
Yeah.
That bike might actually be a better combat target for me. the bike itself isn't that important, but its ability to come around here and have everyone deep strike right on my robots and call.
Right.
That in itself is important. and I don't have enough reliable chip fire to kill it. Like, I know between these Vanguard and call and the character and here, it's like you would think I would, but if it lives, it's just lights out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's it's not.
And you can see him with
There's windows.
Not on that one. Not on this side.
Oh, there's 2 sides?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, there is too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Call could see. Here, I'll put the bike on the ground floor where it is. Push it back a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit further back.
So.
Yeah, like that.
So yeah, Call could see him.
Call could see him. Cool.
I'll think about that for 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, just... Dun, dun, dun. I'm trying.
Time for another question then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Fry Daddy. Hey guys and gal, so excited to see you running DA Inner Circle. Given the options, points, models allowing, would you run 2 Knight squads or stick with 1 Knights, 1 Termies with THSS? Doing great, Mel.
Yeah, that's a really good question. The Thunder Hammers are okay, but the durability of the Storm Shields is really what I like about that unit.
That's where it's at.
So I don't know. I actually kind of I don't know. What do you think, Brian? Like, do you go more Black Knights?
The problem is they're all good.
I know. Yeah, I haven't. Obviously, this is my first game with them, and we played them a few times, but I don't think we have enough experience to know for sure what like the ideal build is of them. Although we were just talking right before we came on stream about Reese's army, and he's been just kicking butt with them, and it's a ton of the command squads, and I think the regular Deathwing. I don't think he has 1 unit of 10 Black Knights that he's divided up, so it's kind of a half and half thing, which is generally what I'd say. That's what I've done here, but again, I think I need to get more practice to know for sure. So, good question.
Great, thank you, Alexi. Hey guys, greetings from South Africa. Staying up late to watch. I've decided to start a new comp Blood Angels army. Any unit recommendations?
Sanguinary Guard. Yeah, they're so awesome. Exactly. Honestly, if you like them, you could run your army kind of based around them, right? You could do up to 30, and we think it'd be ridiculously oppressive.
This is true.
Obviously, make sure that you're playing in an environment where people are okay with that. So your friends might not appreciate, but in competitive, it's all good. Obviously, Sanguinary Guard with them. The thing is, it's all good stuff. Again, the Indominus box is a little bit less. You don't need to do it with Blood Angels because they have these amazing specialized units like Sanguinary Guard and the Death Company to a lesser extent. But they're also not bad. So we've been liking Inceptors or Outriders as kind of ways of getting those engaged early on before you're committing your more expensive units like Sanguinary Guard. And so those are a good pick too. But it's really hard to go wrong. Yeah, you'd have to do something really wacky to.
So I'll talk about my logic here.
Yeah, let's see it.
So if I come this way, it's a 10-inch charge. Yeah. It's really, really long. Yeah. So a 10-inch charge is a charge that you're saying you don't want, basically, right? Even with a reroll, you shouldn't get a 10. Tough. So 10 isn't there. Raising a banner is meaningless if I'm already going to get 15 from my 3, right?
Bold words.
You could take me off them, but it's not your priority at the moment.
Sure.
So just making sure for sure that this guy's dead is the much more useful thing that these guys can do. So I'm going to move him back.
Okay, sounds good.
Moving him back. It's a much better logic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Brian, I think you have knocked your mic, or it's completely off.
Is that so? What is going on with mics these days?
Yeah, it's off.
Okay. Might be a battery thing, but
yeah.
Did we get new batteries in this?
Yes, they charged.
Huh.
Hypothetically. Yeah. No worries. Anyways. Well, Brian is figuring that out.
So I'm Brian now.
You're Brian now.
I was gonna actually. I said I was gonna not try for the charge, but Brian, which is me, I'm actually going to try for the charge. It's gonna be a 10. And I want to save my CPU to do shooty stuff, so I'm not going to re-roll it. Probably going to fail it, but, we'll see.
Brian never fails.
I'm just going to roll it now. Yep, see. Some people would re-roll this charge, but not me. Anyways. Do you want to take a question, Mel?
Yeah. I was just going to say, Alexi, where are you at in South Africa? I lived in Zambia for quite some time, and I miss Cape Town dearly. But thank you, Nurgle's chosen son. Remember, grandfather loves you.
It's so true.
Your batteries are about to die.
Mine too?
So both of the batteries on our mark didn't charge.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Okay, I switched my batteries. We're back. For some reason, the batteries didn't charge at all.
And chat says hashtag blame Bridger, and I agree.
Or Bridger. Not Bridger's fault.
What is it?
I mean, like, maybe.
Thank you. Nick, still watching the APOC game by turns. Loving it.
Yeah, you are.
Would you get the Y or R Forge World Riptide?
Yeah, I have them both. And I actually have a lot of fun with both models. So I'm a huge fan. Go get it.
Brian's like, ¿Por qué no los dos? Yeah, like, just get both.
I like which one's the flamer one?
Yavara.
I like the Yavara.
Y.
The Y. The Y, because... also, testing mic. Let me know how this sounds to you guys.
You guys are picking up on my end, so
should be fine. Okay, it's shooting phase.
Oh yeah,
it's the phase. So the funny thing, we have another bike over here.
Yeah.
And I only have a few things that could see it. I have this one guy.
Yeah.
I have this tank here, and he's another opportunity for you to zip around back.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's another risk that I'm trying to mitigate. He's what, 4 wounds?
4 wounds.
It's just a lot of wounds.
Yeah, with the 4+ invuln. Actually, no, because he
doesn't have Jink.
Keyword.
Yeah, he has Ravenwing, but not Jink.
For 1 CP, I could give him a 4+ invuln, which I forgot about last turn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are we doing that?
It's not until he goes to shoot me.
Yeah.
This is what he did to me last time, though. He's like, I can't do this unless I do this one thing.
Yeah.
But actually, there's this and this.
This guy is going to be a problem, though, for reals. I got to figure my life out with this guy.
Yeah, this is tough, Brian. This is must be tough. As I'm like huddling in a corner, shivering in the cold, while he controls the entire battlefield.
But 1 unit of Deathwing Knights dropping on me is a big deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it can give you a bad day.
Yeah. It'd be a bad time.
It would be a very bad time. So it is worth thinking it through.
Absolutely.
All right,
let's take another question while he's humming and hawing.
Awesome. Everyone is reporting the mics are much better now, so awesome. That's excellent.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Caldorf. 1 CP to the 4 Titans for all you do. Adrian, welcome to the roster of Ambiguous Allegiance Legion. Can we get a For the Lion?
For the Lion. For the Lion!
Yeah.
Yeah. This is me now. I'm a Marine player. And yeah.
All right. So what I did is I tried to mitigate how close he could get to my robots.
Yeah.
Which was little moves I could make. So that's what I did. Okay, shooting phase.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No takebacks.
Yeah. No more takebacks, at least.
And this is 40K in a nutshell. Is just like 1-inch movement.
Yeah.
And you lose or you win.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%.
The movement phase is everything.
Yeah.
And so you actually really should be spending most of your time in the movement phase.
Exactly. And that's why, we had some back and forth, some discussions about where we could do, couldn't do, adjusted a couple of things. Brian checked my range here. We adjusted. In a tournament, you have to get that right the first time.
Well, or you have a discussion with them as you're going.
You say your intent. That's
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
My intent is to be as hidden as possible and shoot this.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm going to fiddle within here. You had plenty of movement around here. So as long as you say your intent, it's usually fine. Okay. Let's shoot.
Let's do it.
This is the turn where a binaric override is interesting. Yeah. These bikes are in the cover or in the open, so I could see them. These guys are in the open. This squad is in the open. And so all of them, I have no shortage of targets.
Sure.
I'm going to be able to use all my shots. The invulns are good, but so is Wrath of Mars. And so that's pretty interesting. Now, the priests actually want a charge.
Yeah.
So if I kill the bikes, it's actually, how far is it to the Inceptors?
It's a 5.
Oh, so it's nothing. Okay. All right, let's just do that. So we're gonna spend 1 CP.
Awesome.
Binaric override.
Ooh.
So we're hacking the robots.
Planting down.
That's right. We're basically chopping off their feet and sticking another gun on the back. We're like melting the feet down for guns.
Yeah.
These are like the worst amount of memory. They have like a 3.5 floppy. It's like they only have room for 1 program. Like move program, shoot program.
It is a 3.5 floppy.
You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Blowing on the cartridge, sticking it in. All right, so we're gonna shoot there, and we're gonna blast you.
And I started blasting.
All right.
So
the Daedalosus is within 24 of the knights, so he's just gonna give my +1 to hit against them.
Yep.
And we're gonna shoot.
Cool.
So you have some strats? I don't know if you do. I just
Yeah, no, I don't actually, because I can't transhuman. They're already a 4+ into one.
You're all good.
We're all good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh yeah, how are you splitting?
9. I'm gonna see the dice and then I'm gonna determine.
Yeah, that's fair.
1, 2, 3.
So we can take a question before he rolls them.
Awesome, thank you.
That's what I mean.
Again, chat has devolved into a food conversation. What? I'm starting to think it's my fault.
We're just a cooking channel now.
We are just a cooking channel whenever I'm here. There's now a cooking channel on the Discord.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. But thank you, Dave. My son turned 6 today.
Oh,
happy birthday.
That's awesome.
You should throw the name in chat if you're still here so we can say happy birthday properly. Getting some quality time watching the stream. He's a big Space Marine fan. Go First Legion. # Wake the Lion.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Wake the Lion.
I have a 6-year-old and my daughter only likes the lizard men.
That's right.
She thinks all the other... No, she likes the pink Zinch demons.
Yeah, those are cool too.
The pinks.
Yeah.
Everything else she thinks is boring.
Yeah, she's like, are you going to play Pooh Hammer again?
That's right.
I guess.
It's adorable. She calls it Pooh Hammer. It's...
How do you spell Pooh? How do you spell hammer?
Yeah.
What is she writing, Brian?
She likes that we have merch,
Yeah.
and she wants to open a physical shop on our driveway.
That'd be amazing.
Where
Like
we
a
sell
lemonade stand?
like a lemonade stand
Yeah.
where we sell merch. So she wants it to have like a sign. So she was drawing the sign on it. That
That's
says Pooh Hammer.
amazing.
So that's what she wants to do. Okay. So we got,
you have some dice.
So
in your hand.
this is 2 robots. And it feels good.
Yeah,
I like the feeling of it. And I just wanna kill everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend another 2
Awesome.
on Wrath of Mars.
Oh dang.
I like that. So how many bikes are left in the bike squad?
6.
6, right? Because 1 came back.
Yeah.
1 got healed, 1 came back, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
2, 4, 6.
No, because 1's the apothecary, so it's 5, right? Because I killed a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You killed 4, so
yeah.
3 died, so 5 left.
That's right. So there's not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to overkill them. You know what I mean? That would be a shame.
Yeah. Terrible.
So I think I'll put 3 into here.
Okay.
And then I'll put 2 maybe over here into these boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's the way to do it. Because taking you off the center objective is good. It forces your hand to get up on the points. Where it's like your units want to come down next turn and fight me.
Right.
But you still have to hold the points to play the game. So, so 2 of them at this squad, the rest at the knights. It's probably overkill. What did I say? 4 at them?
You said 3.
Oh, okay. So 3 here.
Yep.
I have 6. 2 here.
Yep.
And I'll put 1 at this squad right here. All right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Transhuman anywhere?
Maybe. I could also smoke screen here. What are you hitting on? Only 4s rolling?
3's on the bikes.
3's on the bikes. Yeah. Oh gosh. You're just gonna kill him anyways. No, I'll transhuman here. So that's 1 CP.
So 1 CP.
Awesome.
He's transhuming on his infiltrators.
Yep.
All right. I'm just going for bonus wounds on the infiltrators.
I know you are. I know. But if I don't do that, your bonus wounds will still kill them. So.
Yeah, it'll be a good bonus.
Yep.
All right. So this is 2. So we'll just do these 2 here because I've already got this.
Cool. On 4s.
On 4s, you're rolling everything. 6s explode. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh man.
It's happening.
It's a rough day.
The 6s are vicious.
Holy crap. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 6s.
Oh, it's not over yet.
13, 14, 15 6s.
So I only missed with 4. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 1 floor dice for good measure, 13.
Oh my god.
So I had 12 more hits than shots. These guys are rough.
They're rough. They're real rough.
Okay. So here we are, wounding these guys on 3s. 6s are mortal wounds. In addition. Yeah, they're super dead.
They're super dead. So here, hold on.
Robots, man.
2. This is 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guy, 3.5 dead from the mortals alone. So I'm just gonna pick it up.
My.
Yeah. 6 robots is very impressive.
And remember when we were first starting 9th edition? We're like, how do you
how do you deal with these guys? Yeah. No.
Because the thing is, what you used to do against this army is you just walk up and tag them.
Right.
But now if you're Stygies, they just fall back and shoot. And if you're everything, they just shoot in combat.
Exactly.
And they have so much DACA that they'll put half of them into the unit that's in combat and still have half to go out.
Exactly.
So their only weakness just completely went away in 9th edition.
They're crazy good.
And then the obscuring terrain also made it so that they could get more line of sight than they used to. So,
and be protected turn 1.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm just counting out 2, 3. So this is the lone robot.
Cool.
Against the
infiltrators.
The infiltrators.
Right here.
So you use transhuman and smokescreen?
No, just transhuman.
Just transhuman.
Yeah.
So because I'm re-rolling everything, it doesn't really help that much, right?
Yeah. Well, no, because the 3 would have been dropped from Call because he's old rules, I believe.
No, he was the only guy that had.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
That was like his famous.
So then it really doesn't matter.
So okay, so
that was his claim to fame.
So I missed with 3, and I have 3 6s.
Cool. 100%.
So 100%.
Very nice.
This warlord trait.
It's crazy.
Can you imagine just like a warlord trait does this?
Well, yeah, and this is actually after they brought it back, right? Because you used to be able to take this one and the other warlord traits.
And the like Overwatch on 5s and. All right, so 3s to wounds
and transhuman.
Transhuman, yes. Let's just get 6s.
Yeah.
So 1's dead from mortals. That's something.
No, I've got fill in the pans here.
Oh, nice. The apothecary's dead.
Yep.
And the apothecary has.
It's 6 inches for the fill in the pain, 3 inches to res.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you have 3 mortals in there.
Yeah, 3 mortals, and then. They're in there in addition.
As well. So go ahead and So here's my saves. This is going to be 5 ups. I don't get cover because this is phosphorus. So 5. Oh, nice. Oh, they're just clumped. All right, cool. So we've got that. I'm going to put 3 back in. Now this is 6 up feeling pains from the apothecary. Terrible. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 3.5. So I'm actually going to pull them away from here.
Because he doesn't want them to just be an obvious charge target.
Yeah.
They were also the closest unit to you, were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
3.5. All right, cool.
All right, here's your wound dice, right?
Thank you.
All right, now the bulk of the robots. Let me just count these dice out, and we'll go into the knights.
Yeah.
Robots.
Robots.
You know, so whenever you buy and paint up robots, this is the moment you dream of.
Yeah.
But in the history of the channel in 9th edition, we've never done this once. Because we've always created situations where they never get to get to fire at max efficiency.
We've run 9 robots or 8 robots.
Yeah, but they never
split.
They never really get to shoot.
Yeah.
Because we're careful to build terrain and matchups. This time we were letting them have their day.
Yeah.
Because the Dark Angels are so strong that it was like, let's see if they can handle it.
Or easy to deal with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If someone's going to take it, it's going to be Marines.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so there's 2, and I have 3. I'm just counting one more out. 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh no! 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm gonna need some floor dice. 3.
We have lots
1, 2.
of those though.
I just need one more. Okay. Floor dice. All right.
Cool.
So got all the dice. These are into the Ravenwing Knights.
Yep.
These are hitting on 3s now. I got this.
Yeah.
We need that endless bucket of dice I was talking about. It's worse than aggressors.
Right.
So I'm pulling out the 1s and 2s because I reroll them from call. This one is cocked. All right, so crazy unit, right? What do you? There's nothing to say.
It's horrible.
Just rip.
Chad just keeps saying, "Stop it! They're dead."
Yeah,
stop.
How many 6s? Can you count those?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 8.
Okay.
Not that many.
I'm slipping.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually a lot of misses on this reroll.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll give me enough dice.
11 6s.
So 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need 3 more. 3 more floor dice? Yeah, I got 2.
I got 1.
How many floor dice do we have? Oh my god.
Enough. Always enough.
So
it's
3
an endless
3 more
supply.
than I shot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a carpet. Here,
3 more than I shot with.
You hold your hands. I'm going to scoop them in.
No, okay. That's good.
Like this. There we
All
go.
right, 3s to wound. 6s to mortals. It wasn't actually a great roll, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was going to say it doesn't look like a great roll, but I have no true way to process
the truth
this
is, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's so many wounds that it's good no matter what. It's good by proxy, you know?
Right, exactly.
All right.
Wow.
So there we are. How many mortals? It looks like 4, 5,
1, 2, 3,
6?
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6
So
mortals.
6 mortals.
And here's my 4 up in bones.
4 up in bones,
Oh, yeah.
I'll scoop them for you now.
Yeah, thanks. Ah, yes. I love rolling all these dice. This is 4 ups. Here we go.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And then we'll close.
And then he'll just have 6s after this.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, there's a little chunk of them in here.
Yeah, that was the chunk of fails.
That was the nasty chunk right there.
Okay.
All right, and then I actually have 6 more because of mortals. That's horrible. They are so dead. Unless... Nah.
Like, it was a fine attempt.
It was a fine roll. Oh, okay. They're so dead. This is 1 bike, 2 bike, 3 bikes, 4 bikes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bikes.
9 bikes from 3 robots.
That's unreasonable. All right, what's next?
My nightmare came true. I overkilled them.
That's terrible.
Should have put 1 more robot into the infiltrators.
I know.
I'm slipping. The worst travesty of all of this is how little my other things can shoot. So I'm just messing.
It's tragic.
Yeah, thanks. So the Iron Strider, we're going to try to take that 1 attack bike out over there.
Sounds good.
So it's 4 shots.
Yep. I will spend a CP. Well, actually, you're only -1 rend, so it doesn't matter.
Correct.
Yeah. So carry on.
So let's do it.
3s.
No rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
And then on 3s.
You got it.
Yes.
Yes. 4s. Yes.
It's good. So we're going to put the 12 shots from this boy right here,
Mm-hmm.
this tank, into him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Ooh.
10, 11, 12. Because the only other things he can see is, he can see your apothecary. But he's never going to kill the apothecary. So you have 3 characters here.
I know. This is a rough man.
Okay. That bike is a problem. So I don't think we have enough left to kill him, though. Because 4 wounds, and this is 12 shots. The alternative is wounds that you would heal here. I could chip wounds so that maybe I could kill it in combat. Taking a riskier charge, though. And then I'm taking the Chapter Master back, which I'm probably taking back anyways. Oh, geez. What I'm saying is I might be giving up on killing that attack bike. So how far of a charge to the apothecary? It's a 7. 7's not bad. It's also an opportunity to just stand there and do nothing. I'll shoot the apothecary.
All right, let's see.
What do I care? I hate apothecaries.
Yeah.
So re-rolling from Cole. He calls out a 9.
Definitely.
So just showing you guys, he's at 11. So it was close, not quite. And we're out of exploding 6s, so it was good. Cool. 5's to wound.
Let's see it.
See, it wouldn't have been enough to kill the attack bike, but it might be enough to do a wound to your apothecary.
Absolutely. So 3 ups and 6 up. Takes it.
All right. So it's a wound on the apothecary.
Sounds good.
Every wound helps.
Yeah.
Can this thing see anything?
No.
Can you see the attack bike, actually?
No.
You tell me. From that side.
Oh, yeah, you can see from here.
All right. We'll go into that attack bike. Just chip it down.
Sure.
3.
Why?
6.
He's charging it with mortal
9.
wounds.
12. And this one is in bubble range, so re-rolling here. And then 6s. And then 5s. Oh, good. So there you go.
All right. 3 ups. Wow. Down to 1.
1 wound left.
Amazing.
Okay. It only would have been mattered if I killed it. So let's see if the Vanguard could kill it.
Yep.
Save me from having to charge. So then I could stay on the point.
Totally.
At least not be walking backwards. So there are 3 shots each.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on 3s. Okay. And then on 5s.
You got it.
So enough to take a chance on doing 1 wound.
And 3s. Oh. Yep.
All
I
right.
had a feeling.
Bike goes down.
Yep.
We'll fish him out. Okay.
Yeah.
So as I said, that attack bike absolutely had to go.
Yeah.
And I think I'm out of shots because Call's not in range of anything. My Magna Rail can't see anything. So it's just charges.
Charges. So what are we doing?
So we're going to charge here into the Inceptors, which is good. And then we said 7 to the Apothecary, so it's a 7 either way because they're closer. But the problem is if I charge just them, okay, if I charge just them, I could pile so that I don't fight the characters. But the characters are valuable to get.
Yeah.
And if I fight first and kill these 2, I'll get my 3 up. and then you won't really have the.
It's immediately.
I think so. It's either let's see if it's end of phase, then that does change quite a bit. So what we're checking is the Fulgolite Electro Priest. They do Siphon Vigor, wipes out an enemy unit in the fight phase. Their invulnerable save is increased to 3, so it's when they wipe it out. So I'll go for both just because getting the Apothecary and everything is good. So it's a 7.
Okay, I will Overwatch because the Inceptors can see them.
Sure.
Yep.
Great.
Cool.
So 1 can see.
No, you bumped the terrain.
I bumped the terrain. Okay.
I've been waiting for it. So 1 CP off of me, Mel. This is going to be, I'm not going to overcharge. They're +1 to wounds, so winning on 2s already.
And it's not just in the shooting phase?
It's not just in the shooting phase.
Okay.
So number of shots.
Oh! 4 shots?
So 6 is rerolling. Okay. Chapter Master. Cool. Good talk. On a 2. Yep. So
and 5 up.
Yep, you're good. All right. Cool.
7s.
Let's do it. Oh, you are charging him too. Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah.
Oh.
GG.
The Electro Priest, as we said, like, imagine this army didn't have a combat threat. Like, what would you even do?
Yeah, no, it's, you need them. You need them.
This is one of the things, normally we play, would you say, like, normally we try to take very, I'm not going to say thematic always lists, but like lists that are at like the middle of what a codex's power is.
Yeah.
Today we tried to bring like what the top of a codex can do. And so this is why this is playing more like a tournament game where things are going, like things are heating up really fast.
No, it's brutal.
Because both of these armies are designed to be super lethal.
It is going to swing one way or the other very quickly. The train was.
I imagine you're hopefully intervening, or your choice actually. I'm not forcing you into it.
You haven't charged him technically.
I didn't declare him because he was an extra inch.
Yeah, sure, he'll go in.
Because I'm gonna pile into him anyways.
Yep.
So it's not a big deal.
Well, yeah, but arguably, because if you pile into me and I don't intervene, you can't actually attack me. But now you can attack me.
Yes.
But I will pile into you.
That's right. So yeah. So I'm just gonna do my normal pile-ins, and we'll take from actually just before I do my pile-ins, I'll do my
Mortals on 6s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Chat wants to remind you Plasma has Blast.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's much better. Okay, so I'm gonna get. Wow.
So
it's max.
Are these 2d3?
This 2d3.
The weapon itself is 2d3.
Yeah, so I'm getting 2 more shots on each.
So you could get 1 more shot on each because it's 3. You'll get a minimum of 3. So 2 dudes, you'll get 1 more shot each.
Correct. 6s. Thank you, chat. 6. Nope. And then a 2. Yep.
And then a 5.
Yep. Yeah.
Can't change the past.
Can't change the past.
Yep. All right. So where are you putting these? 2,
4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just put them on the plasma. Or no. Let's put them on the Apothecary.
Okay.
He's already wounded. I have enough in my hand that I could potentially get him. So 1 on him.
Okay. 6 up. Takes it.
Okay.
And I'll change his wound, but
now we'll do the pile-ins. Okay. So we just want to make sure we kill a thing.
Yeah.
So we don't want to split so aggressively that nothing dies.
Right.
The Apothecary is by far the easiest thing to get. Is that right?
Yeah.
Because what, he's 3 wounds? Actually, we'll go just ½ inch, because it's a ½ inch with 2nd rank now, right?
Right.
So we'll put 4 into the Apothecary, and then I guess 5 into the Plasma Inceptors, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 4 into the Apothecary.
Yeah, how many TP do I have now?
You have 6.
Because I could change the litany to be re-rolling.
Can you?
The stratagem.
How does that work?
Start of any phase, 1 CP, change to a litany that has not been canted this turn.
You have to have not canted.
No, I have to have not canted that one. So I know 3 because there's the default one.
Okay.
And so you can do.
I think you have to have not canted at all. Yeah, we'll check the wording on it.
Yeah.
And what would be the one you were talking about?
It would give me full rerolls.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's not going to impact my roll.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so here we are, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Yep.
Okay. I missed with 1. And then because of my strength 6, I'm wounding on 3s.
Oh, sorry. This is right here?
No.
Okay, because I want to transhuman here too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So this is onto the apothecary.
Okay. So it's 2d3 mortals.
Yep.
And then.
Well, why don't you start with those then? Just see if it kills them.
Chat is saying it's 6 shots per Inceptor. It's 2d3 guns.
We'll check it. We'll check it. 1 second.
Okay.
So that's gonna kill him, either way. And sorry, I'm on the page for the strat.
Wise Orator, or is it
commanding oratory?
Yeah. We're just looking at.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Okay. So then now Inceptors.
So the Inceptors, so he's spending 1 CP on Transhuman. And is there anything else you want to use on them?
Well, we're seeing if we're checking the number of shots now for the Inceptors.
Oh yeah, right, because I might have less attacks here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're seeing if it's 2 independent D3 guns or 1 2D3 gun.
Oh my god, it is. It's 2 independent D3 guns. Sorry guys, I have not used this unit before.
Okay, so we've fired 6 shots so far, right?
Yeah.
And so they're supposed to have 6 shots per?
Yeah.
So you need 6 more.
6 more. 3 and 6 and 6s. Nope. And
are we gonna change the path?
Nah.
Okay, there's 1 chance to change the path.
1, 2 up, and then a 5
5
up. Chat is trying.
Listen,
but I can't.
Chat,
I can't.
you can't change the path.
Yeah.
I don't know why chat keeps trying.
Yeah.
They keep trying to change the path,
Exactly.
and we all know you can't.
Right.
Okay, so I just have the remaining 5. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
On 3s. Okay, get those 2s out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, strength 6.
So 4s. Transhuman.
Yeah. So 1 D3 mortals, and then 2 or 3 5-up saves.
5 ups. No, 4 ups. They are -2. Gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 3d3.
So we do have to. We'll do the D3. We'll do the mortals last.
Yeah,
actually.
mortals go last. So first one.
First guy.
5 up to kill. Of course. Next one. And
no matter what I roll, he dies. Yeah. Okay. And so we're just gonna pile in.
Watch out.
So I do have my 3-up invuln, and just a heads up to everyone, I can fight twice here, which is crucial because I could get the captain as well.
Yeah. Might as well. All right. Captain's gonna go in, hitting on 2s, not re-rolling from himself. And then wounding with the burning blade on 2s. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Cool.
And I have 3 ups.
Mm-hmm.
I failed 1. 2 damage.
Yep.
2 5-up Fiona Pains.
Uh-huh.
Can they do it? No. So 1 goes down.
Yep. Oh. All right.
And I will spend 3 to fight twice.
Well, I've got the chaplain now.
Oh, chaplain. Yeah, because I did touch him.
Yep. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling nothing. And then on...
Doesn't he hit on 2s? He hits on 2s.
He's on 2s. Yeah. Don't worry.
2
so
wounds?
2 saves.
3 ups?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
so
Mel, I spent 3
-3.
CP.
I got it.
And we're just going to move on up.
Mm-hmm.
And everything has to go into the Chapter Master. So I have how many left? Or did I lose any?
No.
I lost 1.
You lost 1.
So I'm at 8. So 16. 2,
Cool.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Mm-hmm.
3s. Rolling my 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to get 100%? No, we missed 1. Oh, I'm slipping. I'm slipping, Adrian. How am I going to win this game
is
with
horrible.
rolls like that?
This is horrible.
So this is 3s to wound.
Yep. Yep.
Yup. Okay, so I'll take the 4 D3 mortals out, and we'll just roll those first.
Yeah. Just see if you kill him. Yep.
Yeah.
Dead.
So he dies just from mortals.
Good talk.
And just circle this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah,
So this
blah.
guy can't because we're based.
Okay.
So I
Blah,
can still
blah,
go
blah.
this way. Oh boy. Cool.
That's my turn.
Yeah, indeed.
So I get 3 points for engaging all friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have my While We Stand. And did I have a 3rd secondary?
Raise the banners?
Yeah, I got 3 points for Raise the Banners at the start of the turn.
Yep.
At the start of the turn?
Yeah, technically at the start of the turn. But it's irrelevant, you know, you could put it now.
Right.
No, the points are gone forever.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Morale.
Yep, let's do it.
So
here?
3 lost from the squad.
Yep. Lose another one.
And only on a 1 he dies? Okay.
All right.
So 1's left.
Cool deal. All right. That's it.
So you got 2 models on the board. Oh, 3. You got 3. But you've got only 2 Terminator squads in reserve. What are you going to do with them?
I'm gonna lose. Just lose. All right, so get a command point. Yep.
This is a extremely oppressive start for this Admech that this had.
Yeah, no, yeah. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go. We have litanies here. We're gonna do rerolling all failed hits. Looks good. And then we're gonna do. The other ones really don't matter. Plus the charges, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
it still goes off. Because he is a master.
Aha.
Master of Sanctity.
Exactly. Cool. Let's go ahead and take a question.
Let's take a question. Yeah.
Great. Thank you all. As I find. Okay. Are you laughing at your situation?
He's laughing at the situation.
He's
this
broken.
Is,
yeah.
This is what the Admech can do.
Yeah. I set up the table and I set it up very badly. I was like, here's a giant firing lane and also some ruins that aren't quite wide enough for even a robot to not be able to shoot around.
Because they're surprisingly fast, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they get the +1 movement.
Yeah.
The speed is actually one of the things that makes them viable. Because you have things like Tau have broadsides, which have similar things, but they're so slow. They move 5, right?
Exactly.
So,
Thank you, Sugar Water Purple. What are your thoughts on Swiss Chalet no longer including a Toblerone bar with their quarter chicken dinners during Christmas?
Honestly, it's a sign of the times. The economy is no good. So we've discussed it in the past. Swiss Chalet is a quick service restaurant in Canada, which is for, I don't know, I'm going to avoid saying anything offensive. So I had many offensive things to say, but it's like simultaneously like a really cheap, low quality restaurant that everyone loves and is like a part of the culture. So lots of people hate it. My wife is probably screaming inside how much she hates it. She calls it white food because it's super bland. Anyways, I love it. And they used to always give full-size Toblerone bars with their meals. But now they're cheaping out.
Full-size Toblerone? That's so weird.
And during Christmas. It's a Christmas gift. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
From them to you.
I see.
But you can still go and, drink that gravy. I went with someone who never went before. I'll tell you a funny story to the Canadians out there. If you go and you sit in the restaurant, I don't know if they still do it, but when I was a kid, after your meal, they would give you a bowl of lemon water to wash your hands with. Weird, right?
That's really weird.
It's super weird. So they would give that to you to wash your hands with because it was sticky like chicken. Yeah. And so I went with someone who didn't know, and they were like dipping their chicken in it. They're like, no. Dip. And I was just like, no, don't do that. And they're like, what? This isn't a lemon dip? And I was like, no, it's not.
Horrible.
You let them do it a couple times before telling them, didn't you?
I was shook to my core.
You're just like, what the heck?
So
oh man,
it's a little Swiss Chalet story for you.
That's nuts.
Thank you, Sean Brown. Speaking on 9th in combat, what combat choice would you choose for Tau Empire? Kroot?
Yeah.
Our options are limited.
That's one of the reasons Tau don't play 9th edition very well. It's one of the many reasons, in fact. They always struggled without having a combat unit, and they still do not. There's a funny thing you could do where you could take Crisis Bodyguards, and then you could give them whatever guns you want, but you give them an advanced targeting system. And then if they're Farsight Enclaves, you could give them +1 weapon skill. And then there's a Bodyguard strat to reroll all hits and wounds in combat. So they actually have like 3 or 4 attacks each, hitting on 4s rerolling, wounding most things on 3s rerolling, and then AP 1.
Right.
It's by no means good, but it actually could win a combat with some small squads. And I used it to kill a Chaplain Dreadnought.
That's right.
Which a Chaplain Dreadnought's a fierce opponent. Yeah. I'd already chipped him down in Overwatch, but the fact that I had the opportunity to chip him down at all is a utility I wouldn't have had before. So that is as good as it gets. You could also Farsight Enclaves tech into taking commanders with Fusion Blades. It's only 2 attacks, but at least gives you something. And the Fusion Blades could chip through like 1 lone Terminator that's left, or chip, take the last 2 wounds off a tough character or something like that, which gives you, again, utility that you don't normally have. So those are actually respectable picks that I would consider.
Thank you, Super Reedy. Where are my manners? 5 CP to Mel to make up for the last few games. I'm rich. I'm rich in CP.
Yeah.
Anyone else feeling inspired to make Candyland terrain with candy cane trees, chocolate waterfalls, etc.?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I actually saw someone made a great Candyland gingerbread house. It's on the Discord, and it was like a 40K battlefield in gingerbread. It was amazing.
That's so fantastic.
It was so good.
And you just have a dude with a flail just skipping through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't we own this? This is our winter goal.
Yeah, for sure. I actually need to flip these two. So I'm going to spend 2 CP mil.
Okay.
And this is going to let me bring in a unit of Deathwing within 6 of a Ravenwing biker.
That's right.
More than 6 from Brian's models. So this is going to give me an 8-inch charge to the robots if I want to go into them. And I'm just switching out these two because I want the Thunderhammers to go into there.
The Thunderhammers are better. Like the maces are good, but they're actually not the best weapon.
No, they're not. Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's the other one. And then everyone else has to come in 9 away, which, you know, isn't terrible in this case because I can drop them here.
Yep.
Give this bubble. And drop the maces on this objective with a potential charge into those priests.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Thank you, Matt Watson. Can't wait for heavy intercessors so I can field my Fists army with 3 10-man squads.
Yes.
Yeah,
total meme, but actually might work.
So awesome.
It's actually decent, but the one thing you're gonna have to watch out for is their speed. We've shown this time and time and time again. The armies that win in 9th are the faster armies. So we've played a couple heavy-hitting slow armies, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Right? You actually need speed for it to work. For instance, this army that you're playing is traditionally quite slow.
Right.
It's only the Ravenwing plus the teleport next to the Ravenwing that actually speeds it up a bit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And not to mention the chaplain giving the +2 deep strike aura.
Yeah.
It allows you to stay in reserve, get up. You can almost reliably charge the center of the board from reserve rather than walking up. So I think that's the only reason. But you're definitely going to have to watch out for speed. You've put a lot of points into very slow units. Your backfield's going to be great, but you still got to hit that center board. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, I think that's it for me. Nice and easy, not many assets. Let's
keeping it easy for you. You know what I mean?
Man, this is the game. I'll tell you that. Okay, so I've got a teeny tiny bit of shooting. I've got the heavy bolter here because I cannot have advanced and use the stratagem. So
it's good that they thought of that because that would be really good.
It was exactly. Nothing really, to be honest. We're just gonna go into these Vanguard in the back right here. So 3 shots on 3s. Cool. And then on 3s again. Nice. 2 saves, -1.
All right. So 1 goes down.
Looks good. All right. And then everyone else is... No, that's it. All right, cool. Charges.
Give me those charges.
Charges. Where are we going? So we've got a +2 to charge on everyone, except for the Ancient. And so
because you have that extra range from your Vox Spiritum?
No, I've got the 6 to here. They're
I see.
underneath. Yeah. And oh gosh, we're gonna do it. So here it is. For better or worse, we've got these Deathwing are gonna declare a charge into the robots and this tank. So this is gonna be an 8-inch charge down to a 6, and Brian would like to Overwatch.
Yeah. I'll spend 1 CP. On Overwatch.
Yep.
And we're just going to check if the Magus of the Loci or whatever, if the Warlord trait works. Because I have no idea. But I wouldn't put it past it.
I remember we checked last time. I just can't remember what the answer was.
I also cannot remember.
We shall see.
Okay. Do you want to? Can you count some dice for me while I look it up?
Yeah, sure.
And we could take a question.
Let's do it.
Sounds good. It seems kind of oppressive. Count these dice.
Making him count the dice
to slaughter you with.
You're right. It's actually kind of mean.
Thank you, Donald Plummer. Love the show. What are your hopes for the upcoming Drukhari Codex? What are they missing right now?
They're missing witches need to do their job, which is either be killier or be able to actually survive to use their shard nets. Cobbleites.
It works in Overwatch.
It works.
It's just making an attack with a ranged weapon.
Cool.
Good talk.
Good talk. Here's 2 robots. So just do this 3 times because it's going to be so much.
Sorry, Drukhari.
Sorry, that's 1 robot.
No, this isn't 1.
18. No, that's 2. That's 2. Drukhari Codex. I want them to have tools. I'm really, really curious to see their secondaries, right? Because they're going to be an army that's different from all the other armies that have come out so far, which is to say all marine-based armies, or at least all power armor armies. And so I want to see what do secondaries look like for an army that doesn't play in that playstyle. Yeah. And that can help make things like
more
Reavers
Eldar
and
trickery
Hellions.
too.
Yeah, well that's kind of what I expect.
I love the fallback and shoots. I love the redeploys. Yeah. I would love them to be able to do actions and do things, like advance in action, all kinds of things that Eldar trickery. That would be super great.
Exactly. They better have a way to take away
the points need to come way down.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, especially for like Cobbleites and stuff like that.
Because a lot of their stuff is just not like They're not good. They're only good on mass.
It was built originally with efficiency in mind, and so you'd have like just hordes of like Venoms and Raiders on them, which is cool, and that kind of feels Dark Eldar-y. But they've gotten rid of that, and if that's not going to be their identity, then they need to either get something else or you know, they need to adjust it.
Absolutely.
Good question. Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. We're going to do this 3 times.
Sounds good.
Take your bets. How many do I get? Do I get 1? Do I get 2?
You get 3.
You get 3?
Yeah. I'm not feeling
you're
positive.
You're wildin'.
I'm not feeling positive.
I think I get 2.
Okay.
All right. So hitting on 6s and then 6s explode.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2,
3,
5.
4, 6.
6. Okay. So 12 so far.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe 3.
Yeah.
And there's another warlord trait to Overwatch on 5s. Obviously, you can't stack it with this, but
that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2. Hang on, let's crack this one.
Just to confirm, 1, Adrian, 2, how many 3, bring it down points should you have?
A few.
Those were
2, 4, 6.
So
6.
Oh no, it's alive. 6.
2, 4, 6. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again.
So 24 hits. Cool. One more to go. And then
exploding 6s. Huh?
That's really good.
Who came up with this?
I mean, as a FIST player, I understand this, right? When you're only
it's not this good though.
No, but the same idea. When the only way you can succeed is to super succeed, right? Yeah. You're like, okay, you have to hit on 6s, which also explode, right?
2.
So Mel, did you give me a command point at the beginning of the turn?
Yes, I did.
Awesome, thank you. What am I at?
You're at 5.
Only 5. So only 10 more.
Yeah.
Jeez. So 34 hits. Cool.
And this was how many? This is 36?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to take 2 out of this? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, why are you asking?
Oh, jeez.
4s? Oh my gosh. Look how good it is.
It wouldn't matter what I rolled. It would still be too much.
Yeah. That's true.
Because it feels like in my hand, it feels like half, actually.
Yeah.
It is. It's half. So, but half is still, half of 34 hits in Overwatch. Not even Tau hits that much in Overwatch.
That's crazy. So I realized I have 1 that's out of cover. So we're going to
ignore cover anyways.
You ignore cover. Cool. So we have a 1 up.
Cool.
2 a 3 up. I know. Chick, chick, chick. Cool.
It was a good save though.
Yeah. And then 5 up.
He does have 5 up Field of Pain, which this is
better. Hey, brought it back. So you kill 1.
1. So your saves were good though.
My saves were good. All right.
All right. So what's the charge here?
So now it's a 6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because it was an 8, then plus 2. So looking for a 6. Here we go. Genuinely shocked.
I was so ready for him not to make it.
Genuinely shocked.
When it rains, it pours sometimes, you know?
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised. But like, yep, this is what I'm doing today. Okay, so let's see. Over here, actually, sorry. They should be on the point. So if I at least fail, if I fail that, I'm at least on the point.
So 9.
9. Here. 7, because we're going this guy in the corner. Bloop. 7. Hey, they make it.
Very nice.
Bloop.
Let's see. This is an interesting showdown.
Yeah.
See if you can get through my invulns.
I know, right? And then I will try with the Ancient. He needs a natural 9. And I'll CP it, because he needs to get out of dodge. All right, so he's just chilling, but he'll be on the point at least. And I think that's it.
All right. Where are you fighting?
Well, this is the only actual threat right here.
Yeah, right.
So let's do it.
You say that until my robots punch you.
I know, right? I know. Do I want to keep 1 out so I can get this thing? Gosh. I probably do.
Okay, so he's stringing 1 back, so it can't fight, but it's going to be giving them the Feel No Pain.
Yep. Which I'm going to need against the Mortals, vis-a-vis our previous conversation. Yeah. So Deathwing Knights. So they're going to be 2 attack space, 3 for, actually, there's a lot of reasons to stay here, because I'm getting, the +1 to hit is only command phase, so I can't have done that one this turn.
Right.
But the fighting on death and stuff like that, I will get.
Per model.
It's per model?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's do this. So we've got the 3 regular dudes, so 9 attacks. Looks good.
And then 3 regular dudes and then a flail.
And then a flail. Yep.
Yeah. Did you want to give them +1 to hit? The Space Marine strat, Fury the First?
These are not -1 to hit, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, they hit on 2 space.
Yeah.
Right.
These are the knights.
They're the knights,
No worries. So here we go. On 2s, and I am re-rolling from the chaplain, because I did that litany.
Very good.
Oops, that was the 2. We're good.
All good.
Cool.
So 110 hits.
Yeah, not bad.
Winning me on
2s, strength 6.
Strength 6.
Yeah.
I love it.
Solid.
All right. And these are all 2 damage?
3 damage.
3. Oh yeah. These are the real good boys.
They're really good.
3 ups. Oh, it was bad.
Wow.
Oh, what's this dice?
I'll take it.
Did I forget to pick that one
I
up?
have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that one too. So I failed 4.
That was rough. 4.
Or 5.
5.
5.
Wow.
Okay.
3 damage each.
So we'll just go.
Well, you could just make them 3 times. They don't carry.
Okay.
Anything,
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's in the flail.
Yep.
So-
5s. He's got to make these again.
No. So 5 are dead.
5 dead. Jeez. And
They're good.
That's great. And then we've got the flail.
Bring me the flail.
So we've got 4 attacks with the flail. Hitting on 2s. Reroll him. Yeah. That's how I do it. Cool.
Okay.
And then this is same thing on 2s.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Actually, yeah, go ahead.
3 ups. Okay, 1 goes through, and how much damage is
2
this?
damage.
So you could kill 2 boys.
Yeah.
You kill 1. So I've got 2 left.
I'll take it.
It's looking hot. Okay, I'm not gonna interrupt, so you could fight me with your other Terminators.
Sounds great. All right, cool. So what we have here is piling over yonder, yonder, and yonder.
All right.
Cool. All right, so we've got 4 knights going on in. Let me pull up these.
All
These
4
are,
into the robots.
yeah, into the robots, and they're not knights. I misspoke. So let's see.
These are just Thunderhammer.
1, 2, 3, 4, and the sergeant.
And
into
I
the robots.
imagine this time you do want to.
Yeah, go ahead and pop me 1 command point, Mel. It's gonna
This
give me
is
+1 to hit.
Fury the first.
Fury the first.
So he'll go back down to hitting on 3s.
There might be another strat. Let me just check real quick.
Sure.
Dark Angels, Stufferonis.
Quick question then?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elfsync. My Necron's battle force is coming today. What weapons do I put on the Triarch Stalker, and do I build Lynch Guard or Praetorians?
Good
Stay
question.
safe.
So if you're building your first unit, I would build them as Lich Guard. This is because Lich Guard are core, and so they can have a lot more tricks. Praetorians are excellent, and I would still have a unit of them. So if you want to build a second squad, I would build Praetorian instead of 2 Lich Guard. And then with the Triarch Stalker, I like the blanking on the name, the one that has the double profile, the Flamer and the other one.
Yes.
But a lot of the weapons are viable on the Triarch Stalker. I like the Triarch Stalker, but that dual profile is my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a +1 attack if you have 10 or more models.
10 or more models.
You only have 6.
Yeah.
So this is hitting backed 3s.
That's right. Ooh,
that's great.
So far, so good.
Yeah, 1 cocked. Cool. Awesome. And then on 3s, let's do it. That's very good. Very good. These are -2, so it takes you to your 4.
4 up.
Yeah.
This is where losing that 1 AP sucks.
Yeah. It's still 50-50.
4 up.
If it goes hot, could be big.
Yeah.
Chat wants me to remind you that FNP is only for models within 6, not units within
Feel no pain.
6.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's
no
fine.
worries.
So I only failed 3,
Yep.
and so that's only 1 robot that goes down.
Mm-hmm.
So does he explode?
Oh.
No. All right. So
Cool deal.
1 robot down. I don't care which one I'll pick, so I'll pick the one at the back because I'm not going to pull myself out of combat.
Yep.
So, and they're right in here with the people they want to be in combat with, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, so we're just piling more. Cool.
I'll fight you back with
Let's do
2 Electro Priests.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
Rerolling the 1s. Winning you on 4s because permanent transhuman.
Wow.
It's just 1.
Luckily, geez. -2.
Yes.
We're good.
He's good. My robots, when they're in the shooty doctrine, they can't move and can't fight, I think.
No,
right?
you can fight, you just can't move.
All right.
Yeah.
So robots, 4 attacks each. So I've just got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they hit on
4s.
What am I looking at?
It's 4s.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I had the data sheet written down wrong.
Yeah, no worries.
And I was like, what is going on? Okay.
Nice. And then 4s. Solid.
All right. No AP.
All right, 2 ups. So far, so good. So far, so good.
All right. And the tank.
The tank?
The tank.
Ah.
Okay.
All right. We shall see.
That's it. That's what you got?
That's me. Yep.
All right.
Leadership
So, so I do have leadership. I lost, I had
7.
Yeah. So how many did I have in this quest?
You had 9 left, I think.
No, it was started as 9.
Okay,
and
so
then I
9.
lost 1 last turn. Remember, I was down 1.
Oh, I killed 1.
And then so I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5?
Okay, so they're good.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yep. All right, cool.
Great.
And then Terminator's good. We're good here. Sounds like a thing.
Okay. So no particular secondaries this turn?
Like nothing, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you had no primaries this turn either.
No primaries, that's right.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Taking it, yeah, rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Just checking.
She should have asked it like, so you had no primaries?
No primaries.
I feel like that's the way she should
Yeah,
have
yeah,
asked
I have nothing to add to your scoreboard whatsoever.
Nothing at all.
Speaking of primaries, 15.
15.
And then Brian has 15 primaries and another CP.
Yeah, that's right.
Feels
For
so
the
good.
start of turn 3.
And you get 3 more banners. Could
You
have
get
been 4.
3 more banners?
It could have been 4, and you know what? I'm going to raise the banner here.
There you go.
So 4 on banners?
No.
Oh.
I don't get it till next turn.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Stop.
It's enough.
Yeah. He's already dead.
Cool. I'll figure out what I. So this is wrapped, so I can't get here except for Desperate Breakout, but I probably couldn't see them anyways. So, yeah.
Oof.
Some questions then?
Yeah.
Why not?
Distract me.
Yeah.
Distract you, or should we talk about merch since it's a week since last time?
Sure. We don't have a graphic for it, but
Oh, don't we? It's here.
oh, do we still have it up? Oh, what up? Look at Mel. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard, we did launch our merch store last week. It's on Teespring. You can find it on our channel on YouTube. So it's probably just right below where you're watching right now. And you might be able to catch the last day of the APOC discount code.
APOC 2020 promo code. Yep.
Yeah, so give it a try. It might work. It's a 20% discount. We have a ton of stuff. If you are a long-time watcher of the channel, there's a few things that are explicitly about the channel. We have like a good talk. We have Can't Change the Past with the plasma overheating. And then there's just a lot of really good Warhammer stuff in there. I'm getting the Gene Stealer with the 3 thumbs up. That's on its way right now. Which one did you get, Mel?
I got the You Can't Change the Past in a black crew neck.
I was hoping that would arrive today because it's a Dark Angels overheating, but it's not quite here yet. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. We have a bunch of clothing. We have really nice vinyl stickers. We even have mugs and socks now. So give it a look. We've been planning this for a while. This is actually why we got such high res emojis, because we wanted to be able to like make really cool merch and Warhammer stuff. So thanks for the reminder, Mel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Belisarius Call is going to come and charge you.
Oh, dang.
Great. Some questions then?
You can take one more, and then I'll go and do the rest of my turn.
Thank you, Case Null. Hey, Titans. I'm a new player organizing my first narrative campaign. 6 players using Crusade rules. Do you have any tips for a first-timer?
For a new narrative campaign?
First narrative campaign, yeah, using Crusade rules.
Awesome. Just keep it in the spirit of narrative campaign. There's a lot of rules in Crusade. Some people are going to mess them up. Make sure that they feel comfortable for that to happen. Because funny enough, some people will think of Crusade as like, oh, it's simpler. It's so much more complicated, and so don't get bogged down in it. I think take a little bit of D&D with it, where you can sort of adjust the rules as you need. And just keep them moving. Don't get bogged down in the details. So that's my big thing with Crusade, because it's great, but it's a lot of bookkeeping. So you got to keep the pace moving. So awesome. Really excited for you guys. Hope you enjoy.
Daedalosus has an ability that I rarely get to use, which is he gets to do some mortal wounds within 3 inches once per game.
What?
Yeah, but I'm just double checking if it's character own or against vehicles only. Because I never use it.
Yeah,
I don't have it memorized.
Is this instead of the? Oh, it's instead of the heal.
Instead of the heal, yeah.
You're right.
So this is the Archaeotech device. Select 1 unit within 3 inches and D3 mortal wounds. So let's do that. So before I do that, technically I have to heal. So I'll use the Auto Caduceus to heal my Walker. The Walker. Oh, this guy.
Yeah, because it's only a 3 inch. Yep.
So he gets to reroll with the Auto Caduceus.
Nice.
So great. 3.
Back to full?
No, it's up to 3, 5. Yeah. So it is. It is back to the full. And Call is going to heal the 1 wounded robot.
Cool.
So it's back to full.
Yep.
Okay. And so now it's the shooting phase. And we're going to do D3 mortals. 2.
That's the Terminator.
So 1 Terminator's gone. I'm also going to give +1 to hit against that Terminator, which is clutch because it negates the -1 to hit from shooting in combat.
Absolutely.
So let's blast him.
Let's do it.
So we're just gonna blast. This is, as we said, this is what makes the robots so strong.
Yeah.
Normally you would tag them and be lights out.
Yeah,
My 700-point unit is gone, and you would slowly chop through them with your hammers, right? But now it's like you tag them. It's like, well, I was gonna shoot you anyways.
It's so gross.
Right?
It's so gross.
So we'll take another question. I'll count a few dice.
Yeah, let's do that.
Great. Thank you, Sugar Water Purple. Do you still own a Roots sweater, or have you gone full American?
I own several Roots sweaters. In fact, my main Roots hoodie, I actually bought when I was in Banff, like 2 years ago. So it's fairly new. Most of my older Roots stuff is worn out. But it's like my favorite hoodie to wear, like when you just want like something cozy. It's my Roots sweater. Roots is like a super Canadian clothing line. They do like Canada's Olympic clothing and all that.
Cool.
So it's like a Canadian clothing line. It's just like a beaver logo.
Oh, of course it is.
They make actually really nice stuff.
That's great.
Awesome. So here is 2 robots into the Terminators. We don't need Wrath of Mars.
Right.
I think. Okay, so I hit on 4s and I reroll everything. And exploding 6s are still a thing.
Yep. So we've got 2, 4, 6.
So 6, okay.
Yeah, so 6 additionals.
So 1,
yeah, how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna put them as yellow. 1, 2. So that way I can put the whites back in after. Yeah. Okay, and then this is wounding you on 3s, 4s.
4s. Haha! I'll take it.
Would have been a lot of more.
That was so good. What?
That was so mean.
That was not half.
It was not half.
At all.
That was not half.
Oh my gosh. All right, so 1-ups goes to 3-ups. So this is 1, 2. I rolled really bad. All right, can you do 1 more wound? I'm just gonna pull him.
Yeah, I think we should just pull him. Yeah, I still had 3 more robots to fire. That was 2. So I could have split fire, but you know, you kind of move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got this attack bike, or actually we got this Terminator dude.
Yeah.
And he's out of character blocking range, I guess.
Totally.
So I can't see him from my Iron Strider. Can my Iron Strider see the Chaplain? Is he in character blocking range?
He's not, sadly, and you can see him.
All right, we'll put 2. We'll put 2 autocannons into your Chaplain.
Cool.
So here we are, and we are in explosion range. So let's get some 6s.
Oh,
No.
6. Oh.
No. Nope. So we do get calls, rerolls.
Okay.
I think. Actually, do you want to measure?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I have no idea. I can't tell from my angle. Oh.
Oh wow.
These guys have been sucking.
Brutal. Jeez, I'm good.
They've not done a single wound.
Yeah, they're shook after that first one.
They were shook.
Yeah.
They were shook.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just take all of these and I guess kill the attack bike.
Sure.
I don't know. Like this guy's better, but I won't kill him. That's the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah. Oh, so first one will go into the attack bike. It's unwounded. I'm pretty sure.
Totally.
I got to do my canticles. So 1 wound.
Sounds good. 3 up.
I might have had rerolls.
Good.
But it's fine. It's like, you know, I'm losing the efficiency.
It's tragic. I feel for you.
I knew you would. You're the man who, in this position, would feel for me. So 1 more wound on it.
Was that even enough shots?
It was. Okay. I just hit really badly.
Oh, okay.
Only because I didn't roll my canticles.
I don't want to roll.
So I'm going to roll my canticles. Okay. So I guess, like, Shroud's on.
Sure.
And let me just
Plus
pull
1
up
strength?
No, I think I needed a 4 for that. Let me just double check.
I think that's 3, isn't it?
So reroll hits of 1 in melee. And then I will take +1, or the Mars one, so +1 strength on heavy. So
the reroll hits of 1 is a 3?
Reroll, yeah, Remorseless Fist.
Oh.
So 2 up, yeah.
Huh.
That's right. So, all right. I call with the Solar Atomizer into that attack bike.
Let's do it.
Call never kills anything.
I'm gonna give him a 4+ invuln, just cause.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
That's 1 CP.
Belisarius calls Solar Atomizer. It's in here somewhere. You know what I mean?
D3 shots.
Yeah, it's got different weird profiles at different ranges, right?
Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah. You don't get Melta.
D6 within half, so I'd have to be within 6. So 3 shots on 2s. Okay, strength 10, so 2s.
Yep.
Oh, still 1.
Wow, tragic.
Maybe I should re-roll it.
Wildin'.
I'm re-rolling it. 3 wins for you.
Watch out. 4s. Oh.
Aww.
Come on. Watch out.
He denies call.
That's right.
That was 1 CP, correct?
Yeah.
That was a spiteful CP.
It was a spiteful CP.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Magna Rail is? We always forget these ones, and
it's single shot with an 18 if you moved. So go for it.
He did move. Hits. Nice. Wounds.
Nice.
This is on the attack bike, by the way.
I figure. Oh no.
And it's D3, so I can't kill him. I don't think. So
cool.
1 wound left. And I literally don't have any other shots left that could reach him.
That was my plan.
I
have you now. Shall we fight? Or are you charging? Yeah,
oh yeah, I'll charge him with my tank.
What? You wildin'. Oh, that guy. Okay, cool.
And I'll fight with my tank. 1 hit. You only have 1 wound left.
No.
1 wound.
3 up. Pooja! Yeah. You can't stop him.
Okay, so you fight first.
I like that. I like that.
So I've got 2 fighty priests left.
Mm-hmm.
And these knights are going to do the thing.
We'll start with the flail. Nice. And we're good. And choose. All right. So 3 ups.
3 ups.
Nice.
Chat is saying the aggressors lost double shoot.
Yeah, aggressors did.
Okay. They're just
talking.
They're just talking. So aggressors are like robots. They had a massive fire, but they lost their double shoot. They're still really, really, really good, though. Wow. And they shoot and fight, and they advance and shoot, and you can res them, and they have feel no pains, and they have OBSEC, and they have power fists.
They're really good.
But they are actually pretty expensive compared to other newer units.
That's the comparison.
You actually pay
to other ones.
You actually pay. They're correctly costed. Everything else is undercosted.
Exactly.
3 ups.
Oh my gosh, Brian.
So that's 3 damage. No, come on, it's not over yet. I might get 3 5s. So I did lose 1.
You lost 1.
So you're still engaged.
That's
for
madness.
Next turn. Your super surrounding him. All right, that's the end of my turn.
You wanna tank me back?
Oh, I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna kill one of your guys.
Yeah, you are.
So I do have reroll 1s in combat, and now I'm winning you on 3s. 2 3s. Oh, 4s. Winning on 4s. Never mind.
All right, cool.
You and your transhuman.
That's right. Oh, hold on, my attack bike's gonna hit you for some number of attacks. Yes. Oh.
1 wound. Okay.
Yeah.
You got nothing on me.
You're good.
Oh, of course. Now I have to put a wound dice. That's what I get for charging you.
Exactly.
I deserved it.
All right. So Brian's gonna be engaging on all fronts.
So it's 3 points for engaging on all fronts.
3 for that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm gonna kill this priest, and then we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
Is it your turn now?
It's his turn.
My turn.
Woo!
Oh yeah. Rerolling hits in combat looks good, and +2 to charge. Let's do this thing. Cool. Fails it. All right.
What's the chaplain? Can the chaplain kill something?
Charlie slap him.
Have him try to kill Belisarius Skull.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Actually, you know what? Here, can I have that?
Mm-hmm.
We're coming for you, Call. We're coming for you. All right. Let's do this. So we've got charges. We've got. We're gonna do the Deathwing first.
That's right. Into Belisarius Call.
Into Call. Yep, exactly. So we've got a 9, goes down to a 7. Watcha! He does not do it. We'll re-roll it. It does not do it. Classic. Charlie Slaplin is going in.
He makes it in.
Come on, Charlie boy. Do me proud. All right,
just once.
And I guess he'll just fall back because I don't feel like doing that combat. All right, here we go. So Charlie Slaplin, 5 attacks, rerolling all hits, 2s, reroll.
So I'm T6.
T6. Curzius gives it's +2, -1 for 2, right? So
force.
Force. Okay, there we go.
So this is -1. So it's your assault doctrine. So 2. So
right.
so -2. So I have 4 up saves. Okay.
Wow.
So he's taken 6. He does not have a feel no pain.
He does not.
Yeah. I thought he had like Master Bionics or something, but that's a different thing you can do.
Yeah.
So I've taken 6. I have 2 left.
Not bad.
So it's my fight back. 4 attacks with the Omnisign Axe. Okay. So far, so good.
Yep.
And then winning you on 3s. Okay, that's good.
Solid.
So failed 1. 2 damage.
Cool.
And I'm not gonna do the Mechadendrites.
All right, I'm gonna kill your priest.
Kill
Actually, you go first. Kill Terminator. How it is.
2 hits. Double 6. 1 win.
Very nice.
It fails.
No.
And it's D3. No. And I can command point damage.
Yep.
So nothing. What a big fail.
Oh my gosh. All right, so here we go. Boom. So there's 2 each. And The Deathwing during the Ancient during the command phase would give them the +1 to hit. So they're hitting on 2s. They're already hitting on 2s. Hitting on 1s now.
Yeah.
Not
you can make them hitting on 0s by giving them an additional +1.
That's right.
Okay. Can he actually get this priest?
No.
3 up, invulnerable saves?
There's no way.
Okay, he goes down.
No. You have six Feeling Pains?
You're right. How could I rob myself?
Brian. I mean,
how could I rob myself?
All right.
He goes down. Whoa, that was absolutely vicious.
That was a big blowout.
This is actually a 100-point game for the Admech.
Yeah.
It's rare. We've probably only had 2 or 3
not many.
100-point games.
Not many.
And this is a 100-point game, and that's how you know. And it's not only a 100-point game. Sometimes you have 100 points, but you lose a lot in the process. Like White Scars, we played a game where I actually got tabled and got 100 points.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Which was a very unique matchup. This, I lost virtually nothing.
Virtually nothing. It was a complete blowout. And I think there's a few factors. You know, you played well. I did not play that well, I'll be honest.
You didn't have play.
No, I didn't.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
You didn't have play.
Yeah. This is rough.
Right?
It's rough.
It's not that you played badly. It's like, what choice did you really have?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Right?
I think the terrain expedited it a little bit, but
the funny thing is, so the terrain. This is less terrain than we normally have for Admech games.
Yep. Yeah.
But it's more than most of your Admech games will have.
Isn't
that it's a funny thing where most tables you go to will actually have less than this.
Yeah.
And so this is why Admech are good. The challenge is the robots being able to be in the center were big. So you put terrain on either side.
Yeah.
Even if it was the same amount of terrain but one in the center and open on the edges, they would have had to pick an edge.
Yeah.
Or take the building. But this building actually has a lot of internal blocking, which might have been an issue.
Yeah.
So they're both bad.
They're both bad. Yeah.
They're both bad.
Yeah.
And the thing about the robots are really, really, really strong against anyone who can't shoot back.
Right. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because digging them out in combat is a nasty proposition. But if you can shoot them, like if you're Harlequins and you can just put 3 units of bikes of haywire into them or something, first turn, and there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Lights out. You lose your robots and 750-point unit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, and that's why we wanted to try them. We wanted to try this matchup, knowing it was gonna be tough for the Dark Angels.
Yeah.
But well, actually, the first thing was let's play Dark Angels, and we're like, well, who can even take on the Dark Angels? And then we're like, what about Admech? And we're like, actually,
Admech have the tools to deal with it.
They have the perfect tools. So volume of fire, mortal wounds. Yeah, it's not that shoot even army. Like I had the Inceptors, which generally can be a really great targeted strike, but it's not enough by itself, right? So yeah, I mean, Admech are really awesome.
And imagine, for instance, this was Salamanders for a second.
Yeah.
And I had 2-3 units of Eradicators.
Yeah.
Right? That could be up in terrain and, coming out and
pluses to wound.
All putting my plasma into that. It just goes away.
Yeah.
Like what here would survive? Like the priests would still be the best asset.
Yeah.
But, what are they going to come in against flame aggressors and get flamed?
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So everyone has their rock, paper, scissors. You know what I mean? Admech, as we just showed, can dominate when no one can shoot them back.
Right.
Right? Okay, so that's their rock to, your scissors in a way. But this army, Dark Angels, they win in most matchups.
Yeah.
This is actually one of their only bad matchups.
This is the nightmare matchup, I think.
This is like their only bad that I can think of.
Yeah.
And so, in many ways, they have better matchups than the Admech. The Admech have like a third of the game that's a bad matchup.
Right.
The Dark Angels, not so much.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
And similarly, like the Salamanders, their only bad matchup was like Harlequins, an army that's faster and still durable.
Right.
And so it's like we try to bring people's, counter, their nemesis,
Exactly.
just to show you. And in this case, the nemesis was too much.
It was so much. It was brutal.
And keep in mind, that was with a bunch of my shooting still flubbing.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like it could have been even worse. Like I did 0 wounds with those dudes, which normally are quite reliable.
Yeah.
So
absolutely
vicious.
Oof.
All right. Well, we've got a bunch of cool stuff coming out next week. We're gonna have a couple tactics videos. Yep. We don't know which ones yet. We're editing a few. We've got a few written. So some cool stuff there. One of the next ones that's in production right now is Deathwatch.
Yeah, Deathwatch. It's going to be a guide to kill teams. We'll kind of break them down, talk about a bit of how they work, but largely it's the tactics of how we think they should be kitted out, what they do, what we would recommend.
Yeah, it's a really great video.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It really explains that army, which is a very complicated army. Explains it in good detail.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that one. That'll be coming out. Of course, next Wednesday, we're just going to have a great holiday special.
That's right.
We're going to be here we're going to be playing 3 or 4 person. We're still figuring out the technical logistics.
Yeah.
We're playing 3 or 4 person Warhammer 40K Munchkin.
That's right.
Which is just very lighthearted, fun, like board game RPG in the Warhammer 40K universe.
Very much like based around like Warhammer jokes and kind of jokes about the hobby and the lore, and it's super fun. We did some test games and it's amazing.
It's the first board game we've ever played on the channel, so that'll be a lot of fun. So definitely come check us out on Wednesday. What time are we doing that on Wednesday?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll let you know. We'll get a schedule out there.
Yeah, and that is Wednesday, so not on a normal day, not on a normal time.
Because Thursday's Christmas Eve, so we're not going to be doing that. So we're not going to be doing anything next Thursday, which is Christmas Eve, and not next Saturday either.
Right.
We'll post up a holiday schedule in our social and in the Discord. So join that if you want to see when we're going to be doing it, because we'll have a bit of a downtime over the Christmas and New Year week. But we'll have some strategy videos dropping out just to make sure you have some videos to watch over the holidays.
40K talk about,
right? So why don't we go to Q&A?
Let's do it.
I'm sure we've got some Q&As.
Yes, we definitely do have some Q&A. So thank you, Curtis Jazowski. Lockdown for Christmas here, so going to have an epic painting holiday.
Nice.
Any ideas where I can get more decent minis for Epic or BFG?
Ooh, BFG you can 3D print.
Yeah.
And you can get 3D printed from Shapeways.
Yeah.
So go check out. They've actually got like everything.
Pretty much everything. Yeah.
I don't know about Epic though. Epic's hard to get, I think.
Epic is hard to get, but there are similar sort of things around 3D prints on Shapeways and things like that. So that's honestly the best source that we know of. Other than like get lucky on the garage sale.
Yeah, Epic is I was always really fascinated by Epic, and I only had a tiny collection of Epic because what we used to do.
Well, everyone's Epic collection is tiny.
Yeah. So good. No, it's too good. I can't recover. What we used to use it for is we used to play fantasy campaigns.
Yes.
And we'd have the overworld map.
Yep.
And the overworld map would use the small epic scale, and then we play our games, and it was a really great combination.
Mighty Empires?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's perfect.
That's great. I've never actually played it. My dad had a bunch of them, and I have some little like Gargants and like Titans that actually are servitors. Or I have Knights that are servitors. That's what it is, because they're the size of an infantry, and they're so perfect for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Craig's Cottage. Hey, Titans. I run a crochet dice bag shop on Etsy.
Nice.
Cool. Do you think there's a market for Warhammer-themed bags that can fit a whole block or 2 of D6s?
For sure. People are always looking for dice bags, and nice dice bags, because it's something that you like you have with you all the time.
Yeah.
I think like the classic, it's a Crown Royal bag, which I've seen a lot of people have, but it's like kind of the same idea. It's like a nicer material. But yeah, totally. Absolutely. Especially if you like custom ones and faction-specific ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fun.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Josh Danis. Would you guys say there's a budget of CP to VP to follow? I.e., per CP spent, the resulting action should gain deny so much VP to me or to my opponent.
Yes.
I don't think you could translate into victory points, but you can into game impact.
You can into game impact. And from a technical perspective, they definitely have decided like a command point is worth D3 mortal wounds and things like that.
Except for Athamar's.
Except for Athamar's.
Athamar's is one of the few exceptions.
Oh, it's dumb. Yeah. I imagine they're coming for it, but we'll see.
Yes. There's no other way to get that many mortals. It's crazy. There's only 2 things in the game that do it that I'm aware of. It's Rathamar's and it's the Burnabama strat. And they're both mean as hell.
Oh, Burnabamas. So yeah, not directly to VP, but absolutely they should be impactful. This is where less experienced players, you'll see them kind of burning them and using them,
especially Admech players, actually.
Especially Admech players.
Admech will burn it all in one shooting phase.
Yeah, make sure it has an impact or has a chance to have an impact. And really, especially the ones where it's like, okay, you have a 4+ chance to do this thing, really consider how worth it that is, because the odds are it's actually, you're doing it for nothing or whatever.
Exactly. And there's a lot of things, for instance, where, okay, I'm shooting on a unit, and I'm not going to kill the whole unit. And then with the strat, I'm still not going to kill it, but I'll kill it more.
Right.
It's like, well, what benefit did you actually get? Sure, you killed 2 more models, but they're like still on the point, or they're something like that. If you're not actually getting an impact, just keep the CP, and it's not going to matter, right?
Agreed.
So definitely, you should think about that when I'm writing an army list that I'm taking seriously. We don't always have enough time to do it for every weekly list, but I'll write out how I'll spend my CP every turn. Like, okay, I'll need 1 turn 1 for this, 3 turn 2 for this, 4 turn that, and I'll make sure I have enough.
Yeah.
And then I'll know during the game if I'm breaking script to do a command point reroll or something like that. I'll know what I'm giving up. Like, oh, I'm not going to get this in turn 3. is that worth it? And so you know what you're giving up, and you don't just run out and then you're like, oh, I'm out. Oh, I needed it for this thing.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Great. Thank you, Dungeon Master. Hey, Mel, I grew up in Cape Town and I'm currently back here for Christmas. Currently sitting in my mom's spare room watching while I paint. Where was your favorite place in Cape Town? So this came up when I was talking about getting to travel. If you don't know, I'm a researcher and I spent a lot of time working and living in the southern region of Africa and spent some time in Cape Town. My favorite part was probably drinking through their wine area, which is called Stellenbosch, and in Taparl. But I haven't gotten to travel much outside of Cape Town or Western Province. I would love to go to Durban, which is like their coast area. But cool. Adrian's been to Zambia, where I mainly work, but I didn't get to drag him to South Africa yet. Yeah, so we'll hopefully be in Cape Town soon.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to go to Cape Town. It's one of those places. Sweet.
The food. Thank you, Erskine. Chalet sauce is a beverage. Change my mind.
No, you could drink it. Like it's a heathen thing to do, but it's
very hedonistic.
But chalet sauce is basically like a very thin gravy that Swiss Chalet offers, and it's thin enough to drink. Like it's not normal gravy consistency, but it is still gravy you're drinking. Yeah. But again, we're talking Canadians here. Yeah, gravy is it's a full food group. You know what I mean? So you can do what you need to do. It's like your breakfast shake is gravy.
Yeah. I love it.
Just maple syrup and gravy. Oh, it's good.
Thank you, Dastash. What makes Dark Angels strong? Is it the nature of being Space Marines? I play against them regularly, and I would love some insight.
Well, yeah, the Space Marines. So Space Marines are already very powerful, very flexible, very points efficient, and Dark Angels take that and they make them even more efficient, right? So, for example, the fact that if I just take Terminators, they're gonna have permanent transhuman. If I take most of the bike units, they're gonna have invuln just by moving and existing. So those are things that you just get.
These aren't small upgrades.
These are huge.
These are huge upgrades.
I pay command points to do this every turn.
Transhuman changed the game when it came out. It changed the face of 40K that won 2 CP strat. Yeah. Now you have it free army-wide.
It's unbelievably impactful, and also on units that traditionally can't use it anymore. Right. Right. So
no one else has access to that on
I don't know why they did
except
that.
You.
Right.
And the invuln is huge.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Because bikes are also very points efficient now. And now they're this throwaway unit that you put up the board, but now they're not throwaway because you can't actually kill them.
No. It's non-incidental to kill them.
And it's a combat army with a key combat strat, a delivery strat.
Yeah, the delivery strat
which is the biker plus Terminator strat. Yeah. And that alone is big. We've got this Feel No Pain banner, which is no joke. Right?
Which makes them even tougher. And they just have a lot of other great utilities. Like we actually didn't really use it, but the chaplain had the -1 invuln bubble and stuff like that. So
there's a clutch thing we're not using here, which is the Deathwing command squad.
Yep.
That thing doesn't take up a detachment slot, and I think you can take it as little as 2 models in it. So it's just 2 Terminators on their own, and they block for characters. So you just have these like little squads up the board, and they're everywhere. They're deep striking. It's a nightmare army. Yeah. It's really, really, really good.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Play Admech against them.
Yeah, apparently that's it.
Thank you, Gareth Hackney. Thank you for the great show and the platform for your fans to come together, to game together. Can you shout out the first 40K Crusade starts in January? Signups are open.
Oh, what up?
Oh, yeah, go do that. Yeah, take it. So that's in the Discord, I guess? Yeah, they're saying?
Sounds like, right?
Well, that's cool. If it's in the Discord, the first 40K Crusade starts in January.
Hey, check it out. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, we have our own public Discord. You can join it. You don't have to be a member to do that. And it's all there. We've had a few Crusade things going on in there. Besides all the other like sharing of armies and pictures and things like
Lots
that.
Lots of great stuff.
It's a great community. We really like to have it.
I love the Discord.
Yeah.
Thank you, Donald Plummer again. Hi again. For how much DACA those robots have, their guns look puny. Any ideas for Castellan robots' Foes-Bear blaster conversion?
So mine are converted. Yeah. You won't be able to see this very easily, but maybe, can you dice cam it for me?
Yes, I can.
So these guys, you could see they have fists. Maybe you could see they have fists, and we've drilled the holes in the fist to put the guns in the fist. Now, not only does I think it looks better, I think the guns on the fist don't actually look very good, and I think the hands look amazing. Yeah. But then I can run them as combat ones or punchy ones. So I like this conversion. But as far as just upgunning them, I don't have any great recommendations.
I would look at orc guns. Big shooters are very similar, like stock, and they're bigger. Because the regular guns are like
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. So.
But it's a big round they're shooting. Strength 6, right? And it's phosphor. Phosphor has always been a nightmare weapon.
Yeah.
Even if you try to play 30k these days, phosphor is still a nightmare weapon.
Thank you again, Super Reedy. Slowpoke meme. Go Dark Angels. They're so strong right now. Admech don't stand a chance.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, the Slowpoke meme. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, it's funny because, again, not to kind of beat a dead horse, which is me, but there's a reason we wanted to do this matchup to kind of show the potential of Admech and ways of finding Marines.
That there's other good armies in the game.
Yeah, and a lot of people will sometimes look at a matchup and be like, this is how it goes. This is like, all right, cool, they already won. It's like, well, hold on. Let's look at the lists. Look at the, everything.
I personally believed when we were writing these lists, I believed that I was highly advantaged.
Yeah, for sure.
So if I was a betting man on the outside and I saw these 2 army lists, as good as Dark Angels are, I'd be like, that Admech player is gonna mess him up.
100%.
Because my one trick is a game-winning trick.
Yeah.
And unless you have the one counter card to it, it always wins.
That's right, yeah.
And your army didn't have the counter card.
Yeah.
Even if you managed to charge me turn 1 with a Terminator squad, you would have killed like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then what? Nothing.
No.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the thing. Once you bring these robots, you're like saying, unless you've got a counter, it's like when people used to bring the Castellan Knight. It's like, oh, you don't have an answer?
Right.
I win.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's a very similar kind of idea.
Yeah, 100%.
And the last question for today. Thank you, Fluff, Crunch, and Minnie. Great job, Mel. I love a one-sided battle occasionally, so I enjoyed this one. What would Adrian do/take different to deal with this? Eradicators?
That couldn't hurt.
Great question. Great question. Yeah, Eradicators are great. So I'd have to give it a lot of thought. As I said, I had a couple goals in mind here. One, I just hadn't tried Dark Angels before, so I wanted to play them, and I wanted to kind of spread it out between the 3 wings, essentially. I don't know if that's the best. The Deathwing seem really, really, really good, and I know the Bikers can be good, and I don't know. It was mostly a matchup question of them not being as effective here.
Well, and they have plasma on them too, which makes them really good shooters.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, I don't know how much I would change the list as of yet. I think I'd play it more, get some practice against it, and yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think there's a couple things we could do differently next time. We could try to be even more aggressively hidden, right? Like I think, for instance, there was a spot to hide here, but you had a lot back there. I think you could have stuffed more into here, even though you would have been out of your character auras.
Yeah.
You could have made it so that I definitely had no line of sight
right
on the first turn. That would have helped, because if you could have brought your Plasma Inceptors and your Plasma Bikes to bear, I think I could have lost 3 robots, and that's just the magic number where I lose a lot of effectiveness. And now you take a game that's a snowball against you, and you take it just an edge up against you, and that's all you need if the momentum is in your favor, and you're tagging me and I can't quite get back.
Right.
I think that even with this army that could have done it, if you had Eradicators, that's only the same as your Plasma dudes. So it's like not better or worse.
I think it's worse, actually, because you have invulns. And until you plant, you all actually have a very good invuln with the Aegis Defense Protocol. And so
correct.
The Plasma Inceptors are so great because it's so many shots. It's even more shots than you thought. I saw with Blast, right?
Yeah, right.
And so, yeah, no, I like them actually better in this matchup. We're really loving the Inceptors lately, and I'm actually I want to get some more from my own army too.
I think, just even like knowing what my plan ended up being, like these guys could have been further back, they still would have been out of line of sight.
Totally.
That first turn charge won me this flank. So I would say more hidden, further back, and that already could have made it more of a game.
That's a big deal, actually, what you're mentioning. And when I was deploying, I actually even said this to you. I'm like, I always think that I'm hidden, and then I'm not hidden. And we had this thing happen where if you can see 1 or 2 things, might as well be able to see everything, right? These are the things you wanted to shoot. And if I had the infiltrators here, like they would be back, and I was worried about you getting line of sight. But at that point, you don't care. So they're safe from the charge. You can see them, but you're not going to be shooting at them when you can shoot at Bikers and Inceptors and stuff like that. So it was one of those cases where it was not quite enough, right? It's like everything or nothing, and it just didn't matter. So I totally agree.
We had to deploy quickly, and if we had finessed the deployment a little more.
That is a huge spider.
There is a creepy ass spider. Can everyone see?
Oh, no.
And it's not even actually, it's not even just normally big. It's actually like super disgusting.
You can see that on
Can you?
Yes.
It's actually like an alien creature, isn't it? It's like clear.
Oh, I thought that was like a fluff. that was just like floating by.
Well, I'm glad it didn't go like right into our hair.
Oh my god.
Well, the Emperor protects.
Yep.
Done. All
right. No, it's alive.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How did it survive that? Yes.
Y'all are monsters.
No, that thing needed to be burned with fire. That was not a normal spider.
That wasn't even. It was like the size of a daddy longlings, but I don't think it was.
No, it was something. It was something alien. I saw you looking over, and I was like, "What's he?"
Because I thought it was a fluff. I was about to just grab it, and I was like,
and then it like scurries up your arm.
Yeah. That's why I'm like so grossed out because what I almost did. Anyways, that was a fun. And yeah, it's kind of fun to have crazy blowouts every once in a while. So would have been nice if it was you, but I'll take it. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this amazing Saturday. There's a lot of holidays right now, so travel safe, be safe, enjoy the holidays, and otherwise we'll see you guys on Wednesday.
See you on Wednesday
for our holiday special on the tabletop.